a little bit early, but I will wait. Another sweaty day. To all the fans I've had before, I've got one fan. Oh well. Oh, I'm in a good mood. We don't need fans, we just need people to wake up. But they are doing. Oh, that's nice. I'm early, so I'm going to wait for a few people to come in. Oh, God, I'm so excited. What happened last night when I was on live? What happened when I went to bed? Because I went to bed. I always seem to go to bed about 1 o'clock, 1:30. Can't really seem to get into any sort of earliness like I used to. Hi, Richie B. Good to be here. Yeah, it's good. Great to be alive right now with the old Great Awakening. Oh, I think I've entitled it Q Rocks because Q does rock. A lot of people don't see that, but hey ho. Not looking, you won't see, will you? So I don't actually know what's going to come out of my mouth. Well, I do, but because I was watching Charles Ward this morning. Some people have got a problem with Charles Ward. I might as well just talk about that right now, just as I'm waiting for more people to come in. If they do or not, I don't know. Because some people think, oh, where does he get all his information from? You know, he said he's on Q. Sometimes it doesn't sound like he's been on that long, but I think he has. You know, because he always says my insider says this, which does sound a bit Alex Jonesified to some people. And even I thought that. And even my dad said that. But he's saying the right things. And he's got the right people on. But I'm not whatever. I'm just like whatever. At the minute, seems fine. And like I said, I'm not fussed because at the end of the day, those will be seen. The dark will be shown in the light. And we will see who the real players are at the end of the day. And don't forget, there will be things where people have just come into the community, just got a YouTube channel, it's gone up really high. Not long ago, that have come in maybe at the right time to sway more people, to get more people on board, and that was part of the plan. Who knows, but we're going to know. We're going to know. That's all I'm saying. Just because I've heard people say that, so I just thought I'd say it out loud. It's not particularly what I think. I'm just like, well, like I said, we will see, won't we? But the people he has on are people that I tend to watch as well, and the good people. So, like I said, we'll see. So no fear, no worries there. What time is it? Right, so just wait a few more minutes. 3 people in before I start waffling. It's very sticky today. And the video I put up last night, I did take it down because somebody said it had gone down. It hadn't, but it wasn't seem to be playing on my side. So I took it down and re-put it back up. Watched the Charlie Ward show. Yeah, I keep saying Charlie, but it's Charles. I keep saying Charlie because there's a guy on there called Charlie. The 2 Charlies. Well, guess it is Charlie. Is it Charles? I don't know. But it's Charles Ward. Interview that you recommended. Pinch of salt, but people do make sense that he's chatting to. Exactly, and that's what I think, you know. People will go, oh, where's he getting his information from? It's like, yeah, well, it doesn't matter. Listen to who he's got on at the end of the day. That's all I think at the minute. Yeah, pinch of salt. We'll see, won't we? So, anyway, I'm going to just I pulled some cards this morning, so while I'll just wait and see if any more people come in. It's that time of the day. I don't know if people will, or they might catch up later. I will show you what popped out, because if you're new to my channel, I normally do pull. I don't pull the cards out, they jump out. Like I said last night, the tarot, this isn't a tarot, this is an oracle deck, but the tarot is like the game of life. It's our life story, really. We've got the magician who starts at the beginning of the deck, and to me, that is what we are. And then we lose ourselves and we find ourselves again. The infinity, whoop, going back to centre. And all these cards in the tarot deck, if you've ever looked at it, are like all the people we meet, all the characters we meet, all the energies we meet, all the trials and tribulations we go through till we find ourselves again. Personally, that's how I see it. Hi Eric, some morning coffee. I had to have coffee this morning. Like, I've been trying to get off it, but I'm that tired because I don't even know what I was doing up last night. I saw the light come through my bedroom and I was like, what's that? Like, do you remember me yesterday saying, I said yesterday on the chat, Oh, today felt very calm. The energy felt very calm. I felt calm within myself, very peaceful, but eerily weird, like something was going down, which we know it is because then something happened with Trump. I did say that last night before I even knew that. And then we had this lightning storm thing in the UK, but there wasn't really any thunder. Not like there normally is. It was mad. And it looked pretty bluish to me. And all I thought was, Tesla power. It was a bit like the one in New York. I'm going to try and show you. If you haven't seen the video, go and check it out. I have put it up. Don't know if you'll be able to see it on this camera, but I'm going to show you. Because someone said, oh, there's nothing on your film. There was. There was a light at the beginning and a light at the end. That's what I was trying to show. I didn't speak on it. So, I'll go over to my... I filmed it last night because I was up late. I'm always up late now. I don't know why. I just don't go to sleep at the normal time I used to do. I think a lot of people are doing that. Right, here it is. So, you should be able to see it. That's me looking through my bedroom window. Watch the sky. I'm well excited today. Well excited. One, you didn't hear anything. I didn't anyway. And that was with the window open. Right at the end. Yeah, you have to wait a bit. Right at the end. That's the night sky through my bedroom window. Boom. Never seen anything like that before. The weirdest one ever. To me, all I thought was, Tesla power, whoop whoop. Trump army, very busy morning, Dolly. Hi Maggie, oh yes. Well, this ties into everything I was talking about yesterday before it even happened. Hi Seven Circle. Remember me talking last night? I did say it feels really calm. And someone said calm before the storm and I was like, yeah, really calm. And then I sang the song. It's on here actually, I wrote it down. Do you remember me singing and went, oh, that song just came into my head and it was, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Hold on. Went to bed and that happened. And I was like, whoa, that's like, wow, that just reminds me of Nikola Tesla. Wake up this morning to Charles Ward's channel talking about Nikola Tesla, free energy. What a lot of people don't know with the Q team is, yes, it's a high military, clearance. It's also a high up energy clearance. Energy, why? We're all energy. Free the energy is a lot more, I believe, than people believe. They just think it's electricity. No, it's not. I mean, it is, but it's a lot more than electricity. And a lot of people who don't understand Charles Freak, because there's Charles Ward and then there's Charlie Freak, don't understand all that stuff. And I saw it in the chat today. They're like, oh, he talks too much. Because you don't understand what he's saying. It's very multi-layered, the QAnon movement and the things that are actually going on behind the scenes. It's nothing to do with politics. I get people, someone spoke to me today, oh, you don't understand what it is. Yes, I do. Q brought me back to source, God, whatever you want to call it. It is to do with that beyond everything. But people don't see that because the people who don't research it properly, and I mean deep diving on it, the words in numerology, don't understand. It's a source thing anyway. If you look at like the Kennedy, well, JFK, what they sort of believed, it's a lot goes back. That's why they call it biblical. Doesn't necessarily mean religion biblical. Biblical big. Yes, God, if anyone gets what I'm saying, but it's more than people realise it is. The old school rule, seconds between the lightning, but there was no thunder. There wasn't any thunder. I was just like, just remind me of Nikola Tesla. And I will talk about 5G to 5D, baby, because I've said this before. People don't understand. I'm going to go into it in a minute when I play a bit of their show, that energy can be turned, energy can be neutralised, and it's the, as we know, where energy and how you use it is, energy is not good or bad, it's the person that's in control of it. So the switch, as I like to call it, can be switched. We all know, if you don't know and you haven't researched Nikola Tesla and Edison and the two currents, and for example, Nikola Tesla put in a current through his body that didn't kill him, but Edison made Tesla look bad because he wanted us on a meter with his currency that does kill, because he put it through animals, an elephant, I believe, and I think it was some cats or something, and electrocuted them. So everyone was like, oh, his energy is really dangerous and scary, so we don't want to go with Nikola. No, you want to go with Edison, who put us on a meter, so we have to pay for free energy. But the free energy just isn't, it isn't electricity. It isn't just electricity. Your energy too. We're being freed too, much more than that. Just like Charlie Freak said, magnetism, universal law going on. Shouted that video out last night about universal law. A lot of people don't understand about universal law. Even with the Great Awakening, where people are getting forced to wake up. They're not getting forced to wake up. They're being shown the truth. Then it's their choice to choose. To choose your choice to wake yourself up to the truth or not. You want to bury your head in the sand, go ahead. Because the majority of this world, on this realm, yes, this realm, will be waking up, and you'll be the little majority that isn't, and in the end you'll want to, because you'll see everybody else is awakened to this greatness, this beauty that is coming. And I just want to show you my cards while I'm waffling on before I get into the chat. Just saying, free flowing my words now. The first card that came out was Weight of the World. Everyone feels like they've got the weight on the world, the weight of the, or I felt like they've had the weight on the world on the shoulders when you come to this, especially Trump. I mean, what he knows, whoo, it's being more lifted now because the world is beginning to see, you know, what he's been trying to get out. But it says boundaries, let go, it's not yours to carry. I felt this. We all think as people say, light workers, way showers, whatever you are, truthers. The weight on your shoulders of, oh, the child traffic, all this, all that, oh, we've got to wake everybody up. We've all been through that of, oh, we've got to wake everybody up. Oh, I want to smack everyone around the head with a red pill. So angry. Everybody goes through that at the first awakening. Then you realise, right, I've just got to do me, and the rest will follow who resonate. They'll see, they know, they'll do the work themselves, so on and so forth. Not getting into that, talked about it before, just saying quickly, running through the cards. Funny how we're in water there. Cleanse yourself. Water is more than we know. Water holds memory as well. Water again, whale and orca elders. Well, whale and orca elders. Hi, Dolly, hope you're good. I am. I'm just feeling very under the grace of God at the minute. Oh, yeah. And I'm laughing about that because I'll tell you something in a minute. It says, share your song. That is like share your voice. Frequency and sound, diving deep. I could look at that many very different ways. I mean, song is a frequency, and it holds tones in it, and it holds codes in it. Diving deep. We've all been diving deep. We've all been diving deep, and we've been trying to get that frequency out of truth, and of what the elders knew. Reminds me, it's quite Palladian, that card. I don't know why, it just is. This one, you got the love to see it through, whatever. I can't even say this. I've got dyslexia if anyone's new. Is it Hadrian energy or something? Codependency, boundaries. Codependency and boundaries. You got the love, you are the love. You do have to put boundaries up in certain situations. I'm sick of people saying, oh, this, that, and that. You do have to put boundaries up with certain people. It doesn't mean you hate people. It doesn't mean this, that, and the other, but you do have to put certain boundaries up, because some people's energy is not on a higher frequency, and it can vibrate next to yours and bring you down. This is what I said yesterday. So be careful. You can put your boundaries up. That's not being an ass. Trump isn't an ass. You know, when you go, oh, he says he likes such and such a body, but we all know he doesn't like, say, for instance, Fauci. We know he doesn't, but he'll talk in a, you think, a nice way. Well, that's universal law. What you put out comes back to you. I said that yesterday. So you can put boundaries up. You don't have to be an ass about it. We do get triggered sometimes. You know, we are only human. Then we got Earth School. Well, we talked about Earth School yesterday, because if you went to see the video I put up with the Game of Life, Earth School, and it says life lessons, soul growth, study. We do study, we want to read all the books, we do all that, and then we find a higher knowing. We don't actually need that, because we actually know, and it's a higher learning, and this person's flying above it all. That's what we're doing. When you're learning, you can see above what's going on. You can see everything. And this is why I say a lot of people come over about Q. They still go on at me now, oh, Q's not this, Q's a psyop. The people who keep saying it's a psyop don't do any research on it properly. They'll say they came on it from the beginning and they fell off. Well, you've not been on it, and you've not stayed on it, and you've not been researching very deep through it. The only psyop that, yeah, it is a psychological war out there. The only psyop that gets you to research yourself, critically think, and question everything. Greatest one going, to wake us up to them, because they really want us waking up to them. No, they don't. It's a bit like Fauci again going on about put your goggles on. It's hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil. They want you to goggle. The muzzle is for no speech. They don't want you communicating. The goggles that he's talking about now, they don't want you seeing anything. They don't want you seeing what's going on. They want you watching mainstream media. Because the longer you feed into that, the blinder you'll be. You'll be blind, deaf, and dumb, in a sense. Not putting that out being nasty. I just mean you'll be blinded to the truth. You won't be able to speak the truth because you're not hearing the truth. The three little monkeys. Hello. End of days could also be of day. Well, the end of days isn't the end of days. The end of days is the end of the days. Yeah, the end of their world. It's the end of their days. This corrupt families, Illumifati donkeys, Illuma donkeys, I like to call them, the old guard. It's the end of their days as they know it. It's time for us now. They know this. This is why I'll talk about what happened with Trump last night, why I was on live. It's the end of their days. The thinning of the veil for us to see 2020 vision. The apocalypse means seeing through the veil. Well, we are, and they know this. And then we've got the big picture thinking. And this says Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. We're all having very inspired, I am, ideas. I see lots of people, you know, when we talk about the Great Awakening and the Golden Age and things that are coming that some people don't seem to see because they're all wrapped up in the fear mode of the solutions we can have. When you walk through that gate, thinking eight Lions Gate, when you walk through that gate, see the energies on the other side, the Pleiades, as we like to say. Those that are helping from the other side. Those energies, visionary, you know, when you go into your mind's eye, you do see visions. It's very important to write them down. It's good to write them down. But there is a bigger picture behind the door, behind the curtain of what we're being told. It's massive. Some people call the movement woke. It's not the woke movement. Don't get mistaken, because they're using that on the other side. It's awakening. The Great Awakening. You're awake, not woke. There's a lot of people who are woke right now at the beginning, but they're not awake. There's a difference. There is a difference. Hi, Danny. And then the next one we got, fun enough, with the pyramids. Star ancestors. Talked about the Hopi prophecies and stuff like that. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. Look within. Look a lot deeper. Meaning, what we've been told the pyramids were for, like by mainstream, is not what it was for. And then we've got messenger. Sirius energy, bringing harmony and balance. Well, yeah. I see that like Nikola Tesla, harmony and balance can balance people's frequencies out. The technology can balance people's frequencies out. And if people go, what are you talking about? Oh, there's tech out there that can make people fall to the ground, put them off balance. If you don't know that, they use that in the military. It's out there. So, you know, when you do your research, you know. Just let me switch my phone off a minute. You know, when you do your research, it's deep, deep, deep. And then the next one was, I don't even know what this says. Something, longing for home, homesick for the stars. We're all feeling a bit like that, like getting off the realm, because what's going on, it's like, come on, people. Come on, you were asleep. Can you not see what's going on? They will do. They will do. And then the last one that came out, I loved it. And I did this. I normally do it in a 3, but I did 3, 6, 9. I did 3 cards. Then I did 6. I thought, stuff it. Let's go for 9. 3, 6, 9. Tesla. And the last one that came out, I love this. The picture. Look at the picture before I tell you what it is. Oh, the golden age. That's all I thought when I saw it. And then it says the golden children. Inner child. Inner child. Best way to be is to be your inner child. High national. And tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Because they are. I make you think of that film, The Golden Child, now, but it's all about the children. Beautiful. So like I said, Charles Ward had a video out, and I was in bed because I went to bed late last night. So I filmed the lightning thing that was going on, even though it wasn't like lightning, there wasn't really any thunder. And I just thought Tesla woke up to Charles Ward this morning, having a lion. talking to some guy and Charles Freak about many things, but free energy, Nazara guy, I can never say that properly, and Nikola Tesla. Obviously, my ears went pa-ting. I was shouting out in chat. I was like, yeah, Nikola Tesla. Now, I'm going to play a bit of it, and I'll just butt in, you know, like I do. But we all know one of the main things is I love talking. Apparently, they were going to talk about JFK Jr. I don't think I stayed in for that. But as we all know, just to prove the point, we all know I've been talking about my baby for ages. My JFK Jr. painted this picture in 2018 because if you're new to my channel, I've been on queue since the beginning by 2 months. And in the energy of doing JFK Jr. videos about 2 years ago, I don't even know if they're still there because I know some of them got 14,000 views, whatever. I think some of them got took down, I'm not sure. They'll have QAnon stickers under them now. I just drew this out in 5 minutes and then kept it as a picture because I was like, this picture means so much to me. The energy of it, the energy of this guy who's still here. Still here. If you've been researching properly, I don't need to prove it anymore because I know. So I've got that. That will forever be part of history. And I'll never sell it. Maybe print, but I'll never sell it. And then, if anyone remembers, my little funny drawing diary, because if you're new to my channel, I'll do a lot of drawings and do bring stuff like that, and we'll be bringing some more when I get a chance. I know I say stuff, but, you know, life does get in the way. And I have got things to do of my drawings and stuff that I do. I forgot about this one, actually. This book was from 2018 as well, and if anyone remembers this, that's been following me for a while. The energy of this makes me laugh. Right, I know Trump looks young on this, a bit younger, and I'm not very good at drawing men, but I did try my best. Maybe I should try a painting with these two. Maybe I should try and do a cube painting on my big board that I've got that I've not painted on yet and just see if I can do it. What do you think? I don't know. I'm like, it's massive. I've never done a massive painting before. Right, I know it looks a bit funny. It's a bit cartoony, but this was in the energy of the whole thing, still in 2018. Red wave coming. Whoop, whoop. That's JFK Jr. That's Trump. But like I said, I'm not very good at drawing men, but it was in the energy of that. It says, oh, look, and look what it says at the top. America first and then the world. I knew that way back when. Even with the energy, Nazara, I can't say it. It's America first and then the world. A bit like, I'm going to put it on in a minute. Charlie Freak said, I see the world as a realm. If you have a pointer in the middle and you zap out a Tesla tower with Tesla energy and it harmonises the world, all it has to do is ripple out, like he said. Then it made me think of, you know when you watch a film, there used to be something that used to come on at the beginning, like it had the world and then on top was a tower admitting, I don't know, the mainstream out. Does anyone know what I mean? Like the thing you used to get at the beginning. That made me think, yeah, you know, the film, as we know, and They Live is like, that's all you have to do. Put the tower up, switch back on good energy, then everybody's A-okay. And it just ripples out over the realm. It just, say it was America and they have the big point up America. Maybe that's why they have big towers. Do you know what I mean? Trump's tower. And it's not going to go, oh, you're going to get it. It's just going to go from the middle. I'm just saying, this is in my head. From America, out. I mean, what was that last night? It's just going to ripple out. Rings. Whoa, whoa. I think like Charlie Freak said, he didn't say ripple, he said vibrate. I can't remember what he said. I'd just say like ripple, like. And if anyone remembers, I had a QHH, a quantum healing session on Unbiased and on the Fence. And the last bit of that, because I didn't have a past life, I went up in the universe. Some people be like, what the frick's you talking about? It's all right if you don't understand, if you're new. It doesn't matter. I'm just people who know on this channel. The last bit of that quantum healing session was, there was a place where people were putting good frequencies out. And it was like the film Valerian. And if anyone remembers, I drew that character before I even watched the film. And I've never even seen it. And they just admitted, a bit like out the pineal gland, the frequency went out in a colour, woof. and it was like a call to the world. Well, that was like what's happening with the test when it was, if anyone understands what I'm saying. I'm only expressing it the way I express it, just like they did with, yeah, so, good day. How many people think JFK Jr. is already our VIP, our VP, our Vice President? He could be. He could be. All I know is he's definitely alive. I remember as a kid, Panorama programme started as a world with a grid around it. Yeah, that's what I mean, Chris. You know, they had the world. I don't know if it was American or I don't know where you're or over here or whatever. And we had the world and they had the little. Let me draw it. I'll draw it. And I just thought today, yeah. Oh yes, I do know. I do. What? Oh right, it's too. I do, but I don't know. You don't know what? What? Sorry, I'm reading. Oh yeah, we know he's alive. I thought you were saying something else then, sorry. Right. So it was something like, right, there's the world. And then it had the mask pole thingy, whatever on it. And then obviously, did it have lightning? It was doing all this. Do you remember that? And that just made me think, well, yeah. Tesla, they've been admitting their shit around the world for years, obviously. But what I'm saying is, if we're a little realm, don't get triggered, if we're a little realm and we've got a centre point and we put Tesla towers up, I mean, they could be all over in the countries, obviously, it'll just admit out in a circle. Even if it was in one place, even if it was in America, it just could admit out to the world. Or we have them in different countries and it admits out in every country, but it would go out in a circle effect. So it just get everybody. No one's going to be missed. No one's going to be missed of being harmonised, because that's what I believe the pyramids were. That's personally what I believe they were. Like frigging Tesla towers. Hi, Tatted T. I believe he's like, yeah, he's definitely alive. I'm North East UK. Oh, okay. JFK Jr. relation acknowledged he was alive on a video. Yeah, he did touch his nose, but I didn't actually need the acknowledgement of him saying that because I've digged. I don't mean to be like, I know, I've digged on it and I've seen him at rallies from 2016. I did videos on it. A lot of people might be new, so they might have not seen the videos that I did ages ago. So anything that's coming up is no surprise to me at the minute. I just sit here and I'm like, get your popcorn out, folks. Get your popcorn out. Get your popcorn out. I did the whole thing with Vincent Fusca, the clown, and a lot of people didn't know that when you actually look into it. Vincent Fusca was based off a clown called Emmett the Clown, was a well-known clown in America called Emmett, and he wore a fedora hat, and it's all based off that because JFK Jr. as a kid met Emmett the Clown, and something like he rubbed his greasy nose on his sister was scared of him, but then he rubbed his red greasy makeup nose on his mum, Jackie, and all that. So when you actually look into it, you'll realise why the whole thing with Vincent Fusca looked like Emmett the Clown. And there was a couple of Vincent Fuscas going about, but one of them was JFK Jr. at the rallies and everything, with his van, with his Trumpmobile, pointing out R, which a lot of people said was Ruby. He had a cat called Ruby, but also there was Ruby in to do with the assassination of JFK. And there was loads in that story that I read out a couple of years ago. Can't even remember what I said then, but I actually did all the digging because all the digging was actually here in this pink book, which if I look at it now, I'll probably be like, I don't understand it. I got numerology in there. I did the whole thing on JFK Jr. I don't even know. I just had loads of stuff. I was writing it all down. Let me see. Pyramids. Let me see. There was lots in it. Oh, we will get into what Trump shouted out last night about treason. Oh yeah, you know the shit's about to hit the fan. Oh, and by the way, yeah, there's loads in here, but I did actually put in, got JFK Jr., 5B5, I think this is when I used to talk to Gran Torino and Daddy Dragon, when they used to be on We the People 24/7, way back. You know, the whole this thing, which I'm going to read out now because I am in the element of the energy of JFK Jr., who's still here, by the way, and Tesla. I'm going to read it out because I love it. It makes more sense every time you listen to it. In 1909, we lost everything. My father caught on first to the Bilderbergs, then he caught on the NASA. He demanded to know who the Greys were and why they were here. They killed him. I strategically staged my own death, allied with the one person in this world whom I knew was honourable enough to trust and begin to build the plan. Penance is coming, regardless of what you think. You are not yet awake. You might be woke, but you ain't awake. Yeah, I'll talk about something Hebrew in a minute. You'll laugh your head off. You do not know how deep this goes. If you knew, you would never sleep. Many of you would never go on. True. You need each other. You need every one of you. Learn to play nice with each other or be left behind. If one stumbles, pick them up. If one asks a question, give them the answer. This is how we grow. There's no more room in the plan for arrogance and self-importance. If you turn one away, you've hurt the plan. If you hurt the plan, you'll be left behind. We are watching, we see all. There are no secrets. You would never believe the files kept on every one of you. For that matter, you would never believe where they are kept. Prepare for the next phase. Prepare each other. This was ages ago. You are one, and where we go, one we go are. And a lot of people who know who are is JFK Jr. It wasn't cute, it was JFK Jr. Signed at the end of that. Have to read that out. We'll read the Q poem out after as well, because I'm all up in the Q rocks. Q rocks. You Patriots rock out all there. You truthers out there all rock. Digital soldiers. Because what people don't understand with this, we are in a war. We're in a spiritual war. It's a meme war as well. Because people go, I've seen all these memes coming out. The reason why people are putting memes out with, and if you go and watch the latest Don't Drink the Kool-Aid's videos, wow, he's so good at what he does. And Jenny Hatch and people like that. The reason why they put little videos in with a lot of memes in, because AI can't read the memes. AI can't read the memes, so, you know, they don't get pulled. It's easy to put memes out, and memes make people laugh, and they're easier for people to understand as well. So, you know, I remember the look on your face when you first did the JFK Jr. It was magical and made me cry. Thank you, Sandra. I'm glad you were there when I first saw JFK. I could cry now thinking about that energy when I first came across. Like, wow, because what a lot of people don't know is, if you're into QO, you've just got onto it and you've never gone back to the beginning and done the deep diving, a lot of the codes, numbers and everything also mean things. And a lot of it goes back to the Kennedy family. Where we go, one we go all is written on the Kennedy bell. Boom is also a part of a boats. The boom part, I think, is the bit on the where the sail comes down, something like that. I don't need to. I've done my research. But there's lots of things, and that is off a boat. They loved boating. The film White Squall had Where We Go, One We Go All on the bell. It's all a lot to do with the Kennedys because of the plan JFK wanted to bring in. It's massive and people don't understand. So when I came across, this is why this means so much to me. And it's not that thing of, oh, people have got to let go of people. They stay in the spirit. Here's my dad, Waxman's in the house. World War III, Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars, just got the book. Oh yeah, my dad's just got the book. He said it's amazing. I can't remember what my dad said about it. I'll have to ask him. But there's Silent Weapons for Quiet Wars, just got the book. Go and get that. We've been in a silent war since they said World War II ended. No, it didn't end. We've been in a silent one. When they went through our mind, body, and the last one, spirit, which is what's happening now. They went through our food. They've gone through everything, schooling, everything. They've gone through everything silent. You think you're all right? They've been warring on us since all them wars. We didn't really win them. They just went silent. It's easier if you can't see your enemy in all aspects. So wait till people realise that. But people say, but you're bringing doom and gloom. No, we're not bringing doom and gloom. Someone said the other day, there's a lot of light workers out there bringing it all up to the surface. You have to see it to know what you're dealing with. It's an invisible enemy. It's been an invisible enemy, but we're starting to see. Sent you 2 emails about possible plane upgrade for our friend. Oh, I'll look. I don't check my emails a lot, but I will check. I'm absolutely rubbish at checking stuff. But like I said, when I found out about this guy, when me and my dad realised it was a lot about the Kennedys, and even a lot of people on Q didn't talk about it. A lot of people on We the People 24/7 that I used to watch, that's why I came off, would not talk about this man still being alive, because I think they were scared to death in fear that if they were wrong, loads of people would fall off the channel. I've never been scared of saying anything. If people think I'm daft, yeah, John. It's John. People think I'm daft, people think this, that, and the other. I don't care. I'll just say it as it is. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We'll find out in the end, won't we? But a lot to do with this guy. Good guy. Don't have to be a great guy, just need to be a good guy. That's what it's all about. And that's why anything, when people start talking about this guy and Nikola Tesla, my ears just prick up like, whoa. Do you follow, I don't know. I watch a lot of people, but they've all been, I don't get notifications and stuff, and I've weeded things right down now. But like I say, I know what I need to know. I don't really need to know a lot with the Q stuff because you're seeing it roll out. And something went up today on Facebook of a friend that I've found out about, of a friend who knows about Q, and they're putting stuff on. They put something up today and it's like, they wanted to say, I told you so. What's coming out now? We're all going, I want to say, I told you so, but we won't, but I told you so. All this stuff that people are starting to see, even what they've just been reporting here in the UK on the virus, saying the numbers are wrong, this, that and the other, and we're all like, huh, really? Yeah, so silent weapons, education, art, music, films, TV, health, etc. Think cancer, AIDS, etc. Think COVID. Yeah, silent war. But people can't get that in their brains of like, what are you talking about? Art, everything. Think of their art. Their art's disgusting. Oh yeah, this art's modern. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. This art's beautiful. And like I said, it was just quickly sketched out in 5 minutes, painted the coat Tiffany blue, of course. And that was that. And then I thought, no, I need to frame this because the energy of this is so strong. This is why I get so passionate about this guy. It doesn't mean, people always say, oh yeah, but you know, there was people in the Kennedy family who weren't good. Oh, did you know that Trump's got a cousin who's part of the thingy of part of that family? And it's like, and? So are you saying everyone in your family back in the day were good? This is where people, do you know what I mean? And people can change if they want to. But you can have people in your family related to you somewhere along that line that weren't good people. Doesn't mean you're not, just because you found out somebody in the family was. There wasn't all good people in the Kennedy family way back. And I doubt there was in Trump's family, but people, that's all, I just want to say, all people regurgitate the past. They do not look at what's going on now. It's like, take your blinkers off and stop going on about that, because that's irrelevant now. That's irrelevant, but that's all they talk about, because these are the people that don't research either. There's a lot of lazy people out there who don't want to research. Sorry, but it's true. They're just regurgitating what other people are saying off what mainstream media. And I just want to say, when I was on last night before I get, the memorials at that Denver airport are minging, disgusting. Before I get onto Charles Ward's channel, last night when I was on, someone shouted out in chat, oh, Trump's just been removed off his speech, trying to be assassinated or something like that. I was like, oh yeah, but I realised, yes, he had been, and he did come back. Whoa, he came back with a great speech. Oh, he came back with a fantastic speech, talking about treason and Obama and all that, really saying it like it was. But he also mentioned, my dad sent it me, and I did hear him say it. It did make me think, what? Remember John? Was he a lawyer or wanted to be a lawyer, or was a practicing lawyer? Something like that. Justice system, right? The Punisher. We all know he's the Punisher. Well, that's all I'm saying. But, sorry, I'm in that energy today. So, hang on. So, yeah. When Trump came back, after he got off stage, he came back. There was also a man, he said, there was also a man who you know, called John Roberts, outside, and he heard the shots. John Roberts is a judge who's been kicking the can down the road, and then referenced General Flynn, and the case is being heard today. Oh, and General Flynn as well. So when I said yesterday, before all that happened, something in the air tonight, then we got that light in the sky, and then Trump got took off stage and come back on, and I said, the shit's about to hit the fan. And I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, what's happening? Oh no, my dad's put, no, my mistake, not Flynn's judge. Supreme Court Justice John Roberts. Oh, John Roberts, black hat. Oh, okay. Ignore me. I thought you were saying something else. But it's funny because JFK Jr. was, yeah, we got that wrong. JFK Jr. What was it? He was a lawyer or a practicing lawyer. Was he a lawyer? Something to do with lawyer, but we all know he's the Punisher because justice is coming. And let me see if I can find the speech. I think this was the bit after. Oh God. We don't know that. I'll tell you what he did say. I'll tell you what he did say.
And the S&P 500 are now 50% above the March level. NASDAQ is setting new records. It's already broken the record despite the situation of having the China virus. We have new jobs are rising and unemployment is falling faster than nearly anyone thought. And over the past 3 months, we've created over 9 million jobs. And that's a record,
My bad.
a 3-month record. If you add it up, it's a 3-month record by far. And we've beaten expectations by 12 million, or 12 million above expectations, which is pretty remarkable. Today we had great reports on new job openings, and there's clearly a housing boom, which has been incredible numbers in both housing and an automobile boom. We've rarely seen anything like it, and it's going on right now in America. Inventories are at rock bottom. Used car sales are
Automobile. It wasn't that. There was something he said.
improving rapidly with fewer patients coming to emergency rooms, but
He said something about density, and he, you know, like when Trump speaks, he sort of stays on a word and like pronounces it. Like he said something about, where did I write it down? He said something about density, and he kept saying dense. It's very dense. I thought, but it's not that one. Let me find it. Yeah, I was a bit wrong about that thing before. But that's fine. Let me try and find the one. He got took off stage, but then he said something.
coming to emergency rooms, but very sick. And according to the people that I've spoken to, they don't transport it or transfer it.
He talked about ventilators, we all know generators.
Very badly. This would have been so easy for them to do. People very badly. This would have been so easy for them to do. And I saw that Senator Schumer said today on a show, I don't know what show, but he said today on a show that we should meet, and I saw that Senator Schumer said today.
That's jumping, I don't know why. But, hang on. Where's the video? Oh, here it is. Watch this. This was ace.
Oh, yeah, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. First of all, thank you for coming back to finish the briefing.
Thank you very much.
After the scuffle. So I have an opinion question for you. Joe Biden is set to announce his running mate at any time now. We expect him to announce her. Many of your supporters feel that the reason that Obama's former NSA, Susan Rice, is at the top of Biden's list is that she can best cover up a lot of the Obama-Gate surveillance crimes that have taken place during your campaign. What are your thoughts? What is your opinion? Do you subscribe to that line of thought? How do you feel about it?
Well, look, the Obama campaign spied on our campaign, and they've been caught. All right, and now let's see what happens to them.
They've been caught.
But they have been caught. They've been caught red-handed. It's probably treason. It's a horrible thing they did.
It is treason.
It probably never happened before. At least nobody got caught doing it. But they used the intelligence agencies of our country to spy on my campaign, and they have been caught. And there are a lot of people involved. I don't want to say how much she's involved. Frankly, if he chooses her, that's fine, but that's a potential liability. We'll see. But President Obama knew about it. Joe Biden knew about it. Comey knew about it. Brennan, Clapper, the whole group, they all knew about it. Lisa Page, her lover Struck, they all knew about it. and we have it documented, we have it in texts, we have it in all sorts of forms. They knew about it. It was a terrible thing.
Those that have been following Q know all these names and know what all that's about, what he's talking about. A lot of people who don't won't know what that's all about, but we do.
Should have never happened and should never be allowed to happen again to a president. This should never happen again. This was a setup like we've never seen. I think it's a political crime of the century. And they've been caught. So let's see what happens to them all. Thank you very much. Thank you.
It was ace. Because he came back after. Oh, what's this? What's this? What's this, Prince Harry? What are you saying? Prince Harry calls for censorship of Americans. You can just do one. You can just do one. So Trump's saying it like it is now. A lot of us know about Obama. A lot of this stuff that's coming out, people are beginning to see. And we're like, oh, is a lot of the Q stuff now we've been talking about for a few years making sense now? And people are going, People still call them a psyop because they are the people that just don't want to believe it. Hang on, 1 minute. Oh, I'm sorry. Does anyone feel really excited today? It's lovely weather. I'm just... Yesterday I was very like, la la la. Today I'm like, feeling excited. I need to do some art or something. Oh. Yeah, anyway, let me get into Charles Ward because I don't even know what I'm waffling on about now. How are you all feeling within yourselves? Cells. Yay. Watching the craziness, the crazy shit show movie go on and unfold in front of your eyeballs. That's why they want you to wear goggles. They don't want you to see nothing. Oh, I'm telling you. And you need to watch. Don't drink the Kool-Aid because his videos going out in a minute are just ace. I can't play them because they've got a lot of music on, but they're just like da 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 da. Put this on in the morning. I was like, yes, oh my god, yay! Got the top memes in there. I'll tell you which one of my favourite one is. This is one of my favourites. Where is it? Lion. This one. I love this one. I love this one. I love that. It's got the sheep at the top and the lions at the bottom, and it says, your TV watching friends, meh. And then it's got us at the bottom, as in my free thinking friends, lions. Then we talk about 8 Lionsgate. I'm just like, maybe I need to draw paint. Maybe I need to paint a picture of a lion. A bit like, yeah, maybe I need to do a lion. Maybe I need to do a lion with JFK and Trump in it with Q. I mean, I think I need to do a biblical painting. That would be my biblical painting. That would be my biblical paint. Maybe for you in chat for a laugh, I'm going to show you the size of this board, right? I really want to do something really pretty and angel-like on it because a lot of you know I do a lot of like sort of feminine, angelic art. That's just the sort of thing that I do. Hence, if you're new to my channel, where is it? Where is it? I don't know where it is. Where is it? Oh my god. It's gone from... Oh yeah. You know, paintings and stuff like hence. There's always some sort of like thing going on beneath it. If people are new, I'll show you. This is for the people who are new, because I know there's a few people. Some sort of like angel-y thing going on, or angel-y thing going on. That sort of thing going on. A lot of you know, a lot of the art that I show is quite feminine, and normally has wings on it, quite angelic, but maybe, can't wait myself with everything unfold. God, it's just, this is the thing with the Great Awakening. The people who are not on it think it's a psyop, think it's a, oh my God, don't want to be part of it. Fair enough, but we do, because we're watching it unfold, and it's, oh my God, it's the, when it all comes out, the greatest time in history, we'll have gone, yeah, and we were there watching it. It was amazing. Not the people who were asleep going, oh, I didn't see this. Oh no, we were part of it. But should I, let me go and get it. Personally, people, I don't know how I would do this massive picture. I was going to put something on it really like feminine and some flowers, or I was going to try, because it's not that I paint all the time and I'm getting used to that, some beautiful feminine divine pic. Now I'm thinking, should I? Yeah, a lion doesn't care about the, yeah, exactly. Should this be a, oh, what's the word? I don't have to rush it. Oh, a project to do, a challenge to do some sort of QAnon. Oh, it's going to trigger some people. QAnon painting to go along with the times of, you know, the lion, the strength, the JFK Jr., the Trump, the QAnon people, like all of us. Should I do this as a challenge for me and my art? Because one, I don't normally draw a lot of men, so I'm probably going to find it a challenge. I don't normally paint stuff like that, but I'd have to get some more painting. If anyone wants to make any donations for me to get some acrylic paint to fill this thing in, please do on my PayPal. You'll find it on one of my chats. I don't know if there's any mods in at the minute. But should I challenge myself? I'm really like, oh, I really want to do a pretty picture. It will be a great picture, but should I challenge myself? And it can take a bit of time. It don't have to be rushed, just in the moment of what's going on. It may have all different things in it. It could be, you know, a big lion, JFK Jr., things down here, the QAnons, the people, the Patriots, everything that maybe that I've been thinking about, and my journey on this piece of paper. Remember, it's my journey, but I know a lot of people are on the same one. What do you think? Do you think I should do that? Do you think I should do that? Because I'm wondering what to do with it, and I've never done anything that big. I'm not a painter. I do paintings and drawings, but I'm just thinking, what should I do on this big, massive board that my fella got me? Is that? I don't think he'll be chuffed about that, but do you know? Stick that in my window. What do you think? Yeah, lion and a Q group. Got 8 lions, gate energy. Lions to me is the energy of strength, courage, taking no shit, Sherlock, taking no shit. So do you think, yeah, Chewbacca? What do you all think in chat? I know no one's really going to say no, but yeah, do you think that's what I should do? Do you think I should challenge myself, give myself something to do? It could be multimedia. I don't know. It could be anything. Because I've been wondering, what should I do? What should I do? Would be awesome. Right, there's my challenge. My challenge is on that big size canvas. I'm going to do some sort of the Great Awakening picture. by my representation. So watch out for that. It could take a few weeks, I don't know, but you know, in the time of everything going on, that's what I'll do. It'll give me something to do. You know, when I'm thinking, you know, because like I said, I don't watch TV. I follow the people and watch the bits that I need to watch, and I do my own work as well. And then obviously with my crafting and all the other stuff that I do, my artwork, that could be one of my, maybe I'll send it to the White House. I'm sure they're watching anyway. Sorry, I'm just in a really, really exciting mood today, and nobody Nobody's going to pull it down. Don't care what they say. So anyway, remember that song? I don't care if they call me crazy. I don't care if they say we've lost our minds. 'Cause every night I go to bed, the colours, can't remember what the song is, lift through my head. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. Da, da, da. The Greatest Showman. Trump. Anyway, get back to it. Oh yes, I feel very glowy today. I'm a bit sweaty as well, but you know, yeah. I'm just like, I don't know, the energy feels really good today. I'm excited. Anyway, let's get back to Charles Ward, because I said I'd show a bit of it. Because I'm getting hot and I need to go and sit in the garden very soon. Right, so, I don't even know what I'm waffling on about. Remember, you're all energy. That's what a lot of people aren't awakened to, is the energy. High Symphony of Souls is the energy. We are all energy. And this goes back to Nikola Tesla's role, free energy as well. We are all energy. And when people start realising how you're being affected by your energy, they might realise a few more things. So this morning I woke up to, after the light in the sky, which someone said, is this real? I was like, yeah. It was out of my bedroom window. Like I said, for anyone who's come in, I'll show it again. It was at stupid o'clock in the morning. This light kept coming through my bedroom window and I was like, that bit there, that's my window open, that's the sky. I was trying to get, the sky's there as well, but you will see it. It's up on the channel anyway. I did take it down, it's gone back up again. But just at the end, you'll see it, right at the end, because obviously I was waiting. So people thought I was just filming nothing. It was at the beginning and at the end, but I actually wasn't. There you go. Bit like the one in New York, wasn't it? And all I thought was Tesla generator being tested. Personally, that's just what I thought. People can think I'm mad, but that's personally what I was thinking. And then woke up to Charles Ward this morning with Charlie Freak, and I can't remember the other guy. I don't know if it's a guy who does about ancient history or Tartaria or something like that, because we all know, you know, that's going on as well. So let me find Charles Freak. All right, Charles Freak is there. So let me sort this out a minute. So let me get my fan out, because I just don't do good in the heat at my age. Oh. Just... Hola! I think I need a wooden one, because this doesn't actually do much. So it's working, but it's not actually doing that much. My mum always has a little Spanish fan. But I'm just like, oh. Cool myself down a minute. People might laugh in other hotter countries like, oh my god, you're boiling. Yeah, I am hot, boiling. Hi Dolly, everybody, everyone what? That means I'm 29, yeah, I'm 29. Going on 43. I am 43. Going on 44. Oh God. Sorry, I'm just getting my dread woman calling me about when I can get my dreads done. Just let me answer her, because they keep changing the dates and I'm like, no, I can't do it then. I can't, because it's all getting messy now. I've had nothing done with it for 6 months. Meaning, just been a bit lazy with it. I wash it, I just mean you have to roll it and stuff, but... So, yeah, let's get to Charlie. I keep calling him Charlie, Charles Ward. Get me on the Charles Ward show. Let me talk about my Great Awakening story with Q. Oh, yeah. Anyway, right. I'd love to talk to Charlie Freak, actually. Charlie Freak. Oh, yeah. So, I don't know what... I didn't wake up to the beginning of this, so I'm just going to listen to a bit of it, because I don't know what they said at the beginning. So, oh, that's Fox News. What's that? So, it's Charles Ward. Like I said at the beginning, I know some people have been asking questions, and I will say it as it is, of, oh, I don't know, he says like, oh, his intelligence said this, says that, and he never really says who it is, blah, 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 and we don't need to know, sounds a bit like Alex Jones. I go, yeah, I thought that, but at the end of the day, he's got people on there saying the right things, like some other people do, but at the end of the day, like I said, dark to light, everyone will be seeing the light. I don't think that particularly yet, but I know people think that. I am 43, I'm 43, I just don't get stressed about things, you know what I'm saying? So, right. Got to balance your energies, haven't you? Right, let's get past this bit.
And Ubuntu, these are the ways. You've been right all along, Michael, and we love you for it, and that's why millions and millions and millions of people across this earth love you so much, because you're a truth teller, like Charlie is.
So I don't know about Michael Tellinger, is it? I don't know what he does, but I will check his channel out. I'd assume it's Ancient Civilizations, is it? Or Tartet, or something like that, I don't know.
And that's what we try to do always as well.
Let me see what he says, because I don't know.
Just like we do with Charlie, we
Charlie
love
Freak,
you so much,
Charles
and
Ward,
so
and Michael.
much, and
thank you.
The answer, in a way, one small town, and Ubuntu. These are the ways. You've been right all along, Michael, and we love you for it, and that's why millions and millions and millions of people across this earth love you so much, because.
Yeah, you might have saw me, Chewbacca. Sometimes when I'm typing, I don't see people. I saw people in there from over here. I can't remember what I was saying. I think I was shouting out about Tesla.
You're a truth teller, like Charlie is, and that's what we try to do.
Just a month, and I've just watched it before I logged on here, and it's breathtaking. It's just so beautiful. I can't wait to.
What's breathtaking?
Well.
I didn't see this bit.
Well, you bring tears to my eyes. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Oh, so welcome, my friend. So
welcome. By the way, I just received the link to Foster Gamble's new trailer to the Thrive 2 movie, which is.
Oh, okay, Thrive 2 movie. I'll have to listen to this at the beginning, because I didn't see it. I came in at the middle or something. But, a lot of truth coming out. He said we shouldn't be giving free energy for. Yeah, he did say that, and that's where I was in. I think he's wrong on that. I think they know the people who are good. I could be wrong, but I personally see it as I understood what he was saying, but I also understand that if a I'm going to go through this. I'm going to go through this anyway about the frequency, because I was shouting it out in chat. Is not how I see it. As like the way you were sort of seeing it. Yes, I understand, but I also understand if people get harmonized by something, that's not going to matter. But yeah, anyway.
In about a month. And I've just watched it before I logged on here, and it's breathtaking. It's just so beautiful. I can't wait to see this movie. I got to know Foster and Kimberly, but mostly Foster, really well over the past decade, and he's just an incredible human being. And I think this Thrive 2 is really going to hit home right now, specifically now with the Corona pandemic.
Right, going on a bit.
The world's economy. It is the papacy. It is the ownership of the world.
So they were going on about a lot of stuff, and Charlie Freak was talking a lot, and I saw some people in chat getting very like, oh, why didn't you let other people talk? Well, a lot of people need to listen to Charlie Freak, because a lot of people don't even understand what Charlie Freak is bringing. They all go, they think it's all like, religious, like it's not, it's the truth. But a lot of people poo-hoo what Charlie Freak says, because they do not understand that side of it. They will do in the end, because I came through all of that and came to that conclusion at the end. Q brought me to God. I say source. A lot of people say a lot of words, but brought me back to myself and back to source. Never didn't not believe in source, you know what I mean? But we all got distracted. Looking good, darling. Thank you, Josh. He has millionaires putting money in his project, said it's at the end. Yeah, I didn't watch the end of it, but that's another thing, because thanks for putting that in there, Sandra. A lot of people out there get very, as his own channel. Yeah, Charlie Freak does have his own channel. I think it's Charlie Freak Essence TV, something like that. A lot of people, when they start waking up, will start calling people who've got money. People started calling Charles Ward and chat like, where'd you get money from? People have got a really bad association with money. It is absolutely ridiculous, because when they look at these elites that have been ruling, yes, they have a lot of money, so they think anyone with money is bad. No, not everybody with money is bad. Money is a physical form of energy. It's not a bad thing, it's what you do with it. Like I have said, and many have said before, energy is neutral. It's what your intention behind that energy is and what you use that energy for. So if you're given a lot of money, if I was given a lot of money right now, if I was given, as I gabba do daddy little, do you want to give me some more? If I was given a lot of money, therefore, for example, just saying this out loud, if I was given a lot of money, I mean a lot of money, if I can afford to just live, eat, be happy, simple things, you don't need a lot, you know what I mean? But I still had a lot of money. Wouldn't you want to put it in projects to help other people? Wouldn't you want to build better communities? I believe some people are going to get that to do that. That personally, that's just what I think. You don't need to be a billionaire to be happy, because you don't need all that money, but you could have money. So yes, you're abundant yourself, that's lovely, and you can do nice things, and that's that, and you can have a nice life. We all deserve a nice life. No one should be struggling nowhere for food, water, nothing. And maybe we won't need money in the end, who knows, with these things that are coming in. But if you had the money, you could help others. You could have, a lot of people are doing this. They're making communities. They want healing communities. They want healing centres. Because as I've said before, when the real shit hits the fan to the masses, a lot of people are going to be need to be healed, especially up here, because there's a lot of people who are still digging their heels in. They won't have it. They won't believe it. That's why Q said, you're not going to be told, you're going to be shown. Some people think it's very like, yeah, but the universal law is choice. Yes, but there is a time where you actually need to wake the F up. I don't mean that horribly. You actually need to wake up for your own good. But you can have the choice. It's free will. But you're going to be shown the truth. Then it's your choice to research that, to look at it, to bring it in, to transmute it and get rid of it. And look at yourself as well, and look at all the stuff you've done and said, and transmute that, get rid of it, and get rid of all that energy you don't need, to fill yourself up with new energies. Because the only way you're going to heal is releasing all that, to let new energy flow around you and within you, and that's how you heal. That's just what I see. So yeah, people can be given money. Don't sit there and think, oh well, that channel's got money. Well, just like Charlie Freak said, the film, I haven't watched it yet. I am going to watch it. I think I'm just going to have to watch it on my own and sit quietly, because there's a few of them. The Atlas Shrugged, they reckon it was put behind white hats, like maybe the Kennedys, maybe JFK money, because they had money, you know what I mean? Even though he went away for a bit, they had money. You just put it in different projects to make it look like something, but you never see who that person is. They can put it in projects. Some of the Masons are like that. Not all Masons are bad people. When people start digging, they get everything wrong. They go mad about certain symbols, like the triangle up that way. That's not a bad symbol at all. It's just they've used it. They stole a lot of symbols. They get mixed up with different things because they stole a lot of our symbols, like the swastika. People get mad about that because they don't know it was a Buddhist symbol and somebody used it for something else, evil. Yeah, it is all spiritual, God's good servant. It's a spiritual thing that a lot of people aren't awake to. So money is not a bad thing. It's what you do with it. Money's good. You can use it for really, really good things. The greed of money, that's the problem. When people want more and more and more, they don't need it all, and they don't help other people with it. You know, they sit there with all this money, they're not helping people, they're just using it to put people down in the ground. But if you were given money, see, you don't know if you're being sorted out, like the Q team are watching certain people, and I believe that sort of goes back where they'll be watching who true people are and what they would actually want to do with money if they were given it. You don't give it to the wrong people, just like, yeah, I'm gonna, it's, and even like someone said, if it came out where you were all given the choice, I'm not saying this is happening, I'm just saying I've heard this and it did make sense. I'm not saying it's true, but I'm just saying it as an example. If the world was all given so much money, same amount, and it was like, right, you can do what you want with this money. You can go out and buy loads of cars. I mean, because when you've got them, like, what you're going to do. Or you can use this money to build a house or have a house or do your house up, do your garden up, start growing food, start building communities, start doing that stuff where you're self-contained, what's the word? Whatever the word is, you know what I mean? To bring in the free energy when the free energy comes, because free energy is not just electricity, running water, and it feeds your garden and it does this, and you're using your money to use that for you and your family to bring free stuff in, so you'll always be self-sustained. Those people who've gone out and gone, oh yeah, what a load of cars, like the stars did, when really you don't want to be like them. What are you going to do when your money runs out and you've got no money and you've just got cars? Just for example, like, what's that going to do? It's not going to do anything, is it? It's not going to sustain you for life, having expensive cars on your drive, is it? No, when you actually haven't got a garden or anything, and you're not feeding yourself with, plants, veg and stuff. Just saying, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm just saying that as an example, like, what you're going to do. You could be given money and it's like, you do what you want with it. You've got free will. You choose the wrong thing to do with it, you're going to be in a bit of a pickle, aren't you? But there's a lot of people out there, there's a lot of good people that know if they were sustained or they were given money and they were quite comfortable with the home and the children and they could feed themselves, you've got somewhere to live, somewhere to sleep, food in your belly and all that. The other money there, like, people say save, what for? You want to use it for good. Believe they'll be seeking these people out. And then you've got that thing with the energy thing that I'm going to talk about in a minute, with what you were saying about the Tesla energy. But that's sort of how I see it, And even if we have these things, which I think he was talking about, I heard that ages ago anyway, about communities, that something about, oh, you only work 3 hours a week. If something you were getting, we may not get paid like we used to. It may be like, you do something in the community, you help towards this and this, even if it was only like 3 hours a week broken up. So you've got time to look after kids, time to do the things that you want to do, but you still do work, but you still get an energy exchange for that, into the new earth system, if you want to say, then that's how you get that frequency of a sort of money exchange, if you get what I'm saying. And if you don't want to do that, then you go to normal work and do that. But if you want to be in, like they used to say ages ago, you would help, say, like, go and help build someone a house, and then they'd help build you a house, and then you do this, and that's how you'd go and do some gardening for a bit and help someone with putting their food garden together. Just as an example. So anyway, let me find the bit they were talking about when I woke up, sort of thing. So as in woke up today and saw that chat.
It is the categorization of humanity.
So like I said, a lot of people don't get Charlie, get mixed up with the Charles and the Charlies. Charlie, it's a good job that other guy ain't called Charlie. 3 Charlies, Charlie's Angels. Charlie Freak.
Numbers. That, when I heard him say that, I just went, oh my dude. When they still question whether Trump is taking the assault on the White House, September 17. And then secondly, the fact that Trump could just cancel income tax, right? How do you as a president, how can you do that? And this is what people, when they still question whether Trump has taken over the Fed, this is a clear indication that yes, he has full control of the Fed.
We knew this ages ago.
He can say, we don't need any income tax. Okay, you don't have to pay income tax, and I might make it permanent. That, when I heard him say that, I just went, oh my dude, man, you've just won the election. You suddenly have everyone sitting up in their chair and say, excuse me.
And the naysayers will say, well, he's only said that because he wants to win the election, when people don't realise it's more than it is. But
what? No income tax? And no and protection from evictions, and protection from, no, you don't have to pay back your student loan.
We shouldn't be paying for things that we shouldn't be paying for, that things we didn't start, like world wars and stuff. We didn't do all that. We don't need to be paying back things that had nothing to do with us.
I mean, just those 3 things. Clearly, if any other leader of the world takes a look at that and say, well, how can he afford just to eliminate income tax? Because that's what pays
to run the country. That's what people believe, right?
That's what people believe.
It's what people believe.
Yes, that's what people believe. So that's the illusion that we were led to believe that
The
through our
Maya.
income tax, well, this is how we run our country. No, that's not the case at all. That's all the mirrors and the lies of the banking system and the role the central bank plays
Yes,
in the
definitely.
illusion. So the fact that Trump can say, okay, we're cutting income tax until the end of the year, and then I decide, and I might make it permanent, tells you is 100% in control of the Federal Reserve Bank of the USA, and he can make out any amount of freaking money and pay anything he wants because he runs the Fed. And what he's in essence done, he's putting the debt onto the Fed. That's how I see it. So the Fed is now carrying more and more debt of the American people instead of the other way around. Generally, the way the central banks work, they let the people of the country carry the debt on behalf of the central banks, and then they siphon off and enslave the people and constantly keep the people enslaved. And that's why we have inflation and taxes and rates and levies and all these things. And now Trump has just reversed it. It's just so beautiful and so elegant and so quiet. And no fanfare, no major newspaper articles because they can't say it. Because can you imagine if all the major newspapers and TV channels came out saying,
So anyway, they were going on about that, and then
oh, Trump success, infinite prosperity and abundance that benefits everybody and not just a few individuals
Everybody.
in that community. So the electricity thing and providing free electricity for the world as a future solution.
see, you started going on about electricity. Yes, we know the whole thing with Nikola Tesla and electricity, but like Charlie Freak knows, there's a thing called magnetism as well. So he was going on about electricity, which I think he was right, but I actually believe, and a lot of people were saying in chat as well, it's not just to do with electricity. There's much more than that. The free energy thing is much more than that. We are energy, we are being freed. Yes, there's electricity, but there's also magnetism. Just like Charlie Freak said, MAGA doesn't just mean make America great again, it's the magnetism. A lot of people will go, what? But if you know about spells and words are spells and the way they put things out and how things are confusing and all that, most people will understand that. It's okay if you don't, but there's a lot more to do with it. It's not just to do with electricity. It's to do with frequencies of harmonization. There's a lot, so it's very layered, very, very layered. When you look into Nikola Tesla's work, and someone wrote in chat, oh, people need to look into Donald Trump and his uncle, and I thought, and I went straight in and went, yeah, because if you've researched, you'll know that they got his blueprints, whatever, things to do with his tech that he had. Donald Trump's uncle, John G. Trump, was a scientist. I don't know if it's a neuroscientist, but he was a scientist, whatever he was, got those Teslas, not because he was part of the FBI. The FBI went in when he died to raid his house and asked John G. Trump, oh, is there anything there that we might be able to use? Yeah, they did get a few things, but Donald Trump's uncle also got a few notes of Nikola Tesla's. He knew Nikola Tesla. I'm sure he had chats with Nikola Tesla. I'm sure John G. Trump, Donald Trump's uncle, had a few chats with Donald Trump as a child growing up. He knows also, I don't know where the book is. Where's the book? I have got the book. Where is the book? I've just seen it. Where's the book, Jack? Oh, there it is. My dad got me this for, I can't remember if it was last Christmas or the Christmas before when we were going on about all this stuff, and it was Little Baron Trump's Marvellous Underground Journey, written years ago. Also, I just want to shout out why it's in my head. Julian Assange, baby. Julian Assange. We all know what's going on there. Hi Dolly, I went to the cash machine the other day and it said that the money in the machine had been quarantined for 72 hours. Laugh out, they want you to fear handling cash. Yeah, they probably do. Or there's a change going on or whatever. And remember there was that lightning thing. You know, people going about, oh, it's going to be cashless. Oh, it's going to be this. I'm not fearing nothing. I'm just like, Of course they do. You know, there's lots of stuff going on.
A very tricky and a very sensitive subject that I believe most people have missed. And I feel really ecstatic that I can share that with the world.
Most
I've been
people haven't
sharing that
missed
with the
it.
world, and that we're now very, very close. We
Yeah, the
literally- we
last
could-
president is a big thing out there. He probably will be the last president. Who knows? But yes, there's the book, The Last President, as well.
be a week away. We could be a month away from that first town happening somewhere in the world.
Because this is why they don't want Trump to win the elections. They don't want free energy to the world. Oh my God.
So that answers my question also, that because I heard with the 5G that there was two different systems. One was
Now, this is where my ears pricked up. I said a few months ago, people were screaming about 5G. Yes, we know it had the potential was at the time when they were putting it out in other countries, harming people, right? We all know that. What I said ages ago, and a lot of other people said, was 5G to 5D, baby. And people were like, what? Yeah. It can be switched. I said ages ago, if you have a Tesla tower, it doesn't have to be an exact Tesla tower, something that's high up, points up, and they were using 5G as a Tesla energy, but used for evil, used to harm us, frequencies, not the virus that was setting things off within ourselves, sending you crap frequencies that destroy your cells within you, your mindset, everything, whatever they want to do with it. That switch can also be switched back to what it was originally meant for, which was Tesla power, free energy. Tesla wanted wireless. I mean, we're on wireless now. That's what Tesla wanted. So when people go, oh, what are you talking about? If the right people get in, the good people, which they are, and we are winning, and they said they're using the wall as a Tesla energy as well, rippling it out everywhere, it can be switched. Like I keep saying, energy is just neutral until the intention or whoever's in control of it turns it into something else. Every tech can be turned the other way. CERN, HARP, anything. If HARP, all the energy weapons out there that some people don't know about, some people think it's not real, can be made to make tsunamis. And what did they do in Haiti? What did she do over there? The bloody earthquakes. It can also be used to maybe put rain in countries that need it, or to have nice weather, whatever. It can be switched. The magnetism, the whatever, it can be switched. That's a simple way of looking at it. Everyone's like, oh, well, it's like, what? It can be switched. If Tesla's energy was meant for good, and is technology, and is what they called, is what do you call when you make something? Because the president's always been of a corporation, and that's what America's been. His inventions were for humanity because he was for humanity. He wanted free energy, he wanted things for, if you actually look into his story, that's what they're for. But if evil got hold of them, let's say, which they did, not good people with good intentions, just greedy people, it can be put towards bad things. That energy that goes out can be put to bad. So yes, it can be switched. China's experienced some bizarre weather. Yeah, they are following the fact. Yeah, they are. Oh, 60. Yeah. And you got to remember, there's still the black hats are still playing out there. They're pushing every little bit they can, even if they've got something. We don't quite know who it is yet. But this is what I'm saying. So it can be used. Might be flushing people out. It can be reversed back to what it was originally meant to be. Like some people talk about the time of Atlantis was supposed to be good until people got greedy and then it fell. We can go back to the time of Atlantis, sort of what was happening there with the energies, the energetics, how people were in harmony, the earth was in harmony, we were all in harmony with everything, and learn from the mistakes of the past Atlantis of how it fell, because people got greedy. That's the whole point. When people get greedy, things go wrong. Greedy in the sense of not helping others, greedy in the sense of myself, and not in the service to others sort of thing. So yeah, it can be switched. I don't know why people can't get that in the brain that it can be switched. The switch can be switched. It has been switched. Nuclear power is a hoax. Yeah. And over 600 stations on the plane. 400 on the coast. They are cooking salt water and freaking energy hiding in place. Yeah, there's loads that they've been doing. But, the good guys are in control and things are changing, and it might not look like it, but it's drip perfect and all that. High critical thinking. So I'll just carry on a little bit.
one was bad. So you've answered that for me very eloquently. The pair of you, there was a system that was not not what that was not good, and there is a system that is good. So
Exactly.
That's cleared that up for all.
And it's like when people moan about, well, we don't want a new system. We don't want the old guards phone, just going to put the same system in. It doesn't matter if we have to have a system or a leader. We don't mean a leader as in, you know, it's only to light the way. I'm saying if there's good people in those positions, then yeah, even Sasha Stone said that the other day. I'm not for that. I'm for that if good people are in. That's the whole point. Good people haven't been in. So when you take them people out and the systems are coming down, people go, oh, about the banks. You're not going to see it fall like that. You're going to put good people in charge of those systems. And in the end, those systems will change schooling, how we learn this, that, and the other. It all goes like that. People just cannot see, oh, you can't pay, you got to pay council tax, you got to pay this, because if we don't have that, the system fault. We don't need all that. They're not doing the things that they're saying they're doing. Oh, they build our road to do that. They're not doing that. They're using the money for totally different things, as we all know, most of us.
All of our viewers, there's a lot of people out there are very scared because the information that's coming out through the media is not.
Well, I know CERN got switched off ages ago, and we know what that was about.
Is not giving them the correct information.
Yes, I did say I was laughing because when I was on last night, I don't mean laughing at that, when Trump went off stage, but he did come back on after and he did keep saying density, and he came on and then obviously he was waffling on about treason with Obama and all that. It was brilliant. I still think that's part of the plan, as in, so, as I said last night, do you remember when I said last night, so I can feel something in the air, and I sang it, and then I went to bed, and then I did the filming of the light last night, like the weird sort of thunderstorm with no thunder and the lightning. That was a bit like what went over New York. And then I thought of Tesla, and then I woke up to this morning of them talking about Tesla. And then that happened with Trump as I was live last night after me saying, I feel so calm, but it feels eerily weird, like something's about to go down. And then that happened with Trump as I was live. Remember? Today I'm feeling very energetically, very excited.
Bringing that up, Charlie. And again, you know,
yeah, it was cool as cucumber.
The thing that Michael's talking about is you know, the heart and soul to the concept of Ubuntu, and then Michael's creation of One Small Town. This is the heart and soul, and I've been sharing this consistently from the very beginning. This is the heart and soul of what President Trump is creating, because this is the heart and soul of the message from the Q team. And the heart and soul of the Q team is John F. Kennedy Jr. And from the very, very beginning, and all anyone ever has to do, I keep saying this to everyone, and
what he says now is exactly, I'm on board with it. It's a whole thing to do with the Kennedy and JFK Jr. and what they knew and what he was trying to get out at the time, and that's why he got assassinated for shouting out about secret societies. What he says now is what I say. The people who do not go back and research Q right from the beginning, everything, it's so deep. It's not just the codes. There's things in the numbers and everything that take you to books and all sorts and films and stuff. Who do not research right from the beginning, don't know jack shit. That's all I'm saying. Sorry to say that, but they don't.
So very few people do it, and it's your choice. But if you did nothing else but just go back and take a look and actually read all of the Q drops,
I say this to people all the time, even new people that have come into it. People go, oh yeah, got on it, fell off it. Go back to the beginning, read it, see what's going on now. Learn what things are, learn where we go one stands for. The numerology of it all, the Kennedys and everything. You get onto that, you'll understand a little bit more.
Single one of them from the very beginning. The first one was October 28 of 2017. Very powerful reason for that date. And it all relates to this beautiful symbology of God's numerology, which again are the things that I teach. God's symbology, numerology. It's beautiful.
A lot of people don't know about God's symbology and numerology, not their symbology. We all know their symbols will be a downfall, and some of their symbols are our symbols, but we're talking about other symbols. We're not talking about triangles and eyes and all that. We're talking about their symbols to do with paedophilia and stuff like that. But what he's saying, God, source, whatever you want to call it, speaks to you through numbers and numerology. So many different ways, through nature, whispers to you all the time. If you're actually going within and listening, you will see it. People call it coincidence. This is why Q always says, nothing is a coincidence, nothing is random. When things happen in your life, like, oh, it's just a coincidence. I met somebody today and I was thinking of this. It's just a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. That's how magnetism works. Spirit, the spirit realm. I can't even explain it. He's really good at explaining it. I just know. It's a knowing. You know, if you know.
And of course, the cabal uses it and then makes it appear and seem awful.
Yeah, Symphony of Souls. BQ or not BQ? That is the question.
Because of course they're using it, 9/11 and all of these things, and of course now the stars with their
Yeah, we use it. They use it back on us. When you start to know this, why I say when you see, you can't unsee what you've seen. When you know how they play the game, you know how they play the game, and that's why they didn't want us waking up, but we are. And then we sit back going, "Oh, look what number they've put in there." Doesn't mean 33 is a bad number. 33 is Christ consciousness. It's not a bad number, but most will come into that of, oh my God, like 33, you're Illuminati. No. They know about them numbers. They know about the universal law. They just trick people. They think their way of getting rid of karma, getting around it is, but we've told you it's in plain sight because that's what they do in films and in front of your face. They put things in front of your face, but you don't see it because you're so distracted. That's how they think they're going to get away with it, but they ain't going to get away with it.
666,
They're not getting away with it
single eye,
now.
Pyramid. Now people hate 666 and people hate.
So glad I fell into your channel. Your insight is great. Thank you, Lydia. And as he's just saying there about number 666, people get so in fear of those numbers when they don't even understand what half of them numbers mean.
The single eye and people hate, not even realizing that of course they're 666 and they're single eye and pyramid. And now people hate
the single eye is like, to me, the single eye is the pineal gland. It's the eye of like looking over all, as in looking at both sides of it, the left and the right side of the brain. A lot of people in the left brain, like Charlie Freak says, they are. It's all analytical, factual. I just go, I just know it's just a knowing on the right side. They don't want to be in the right side. But if you're into Charlie Freak, if you haven't been over to Charlie Freak Essence TV, please go and check him out. You will start to understand him. Some people don't understand him, but this is where we go with the triangle thing. The triangle's not a bad thing. It's the point of focus, and the eye is not a bad thing.
666 and people hate the single eye and people hate, not even realizing that of course.
In my artwork, I've always got eyes in it. People probably go, "Oh," someone was new. They go, "Yeah, but she's from the dark side because she's got an eye." To me, this is your inner eye. This is where you should be looking. These two deceive. You think you're seeing something, you're not. You go within. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, trusted plan, right from the beginning.
These are
Still on it.
All relating to the most powerful creations within our reality. These are God's creations. They pollute them, toxify them, and then we demonize the very things that are the basis to our salvation. Because again, let's be honest.
Exactly, you're demonizing what's selfish to our salvation. You're demonizing. That's what they want you to think. They want you to think 666 is bad. They want you to think they all see it, and the one eye is bad because they put it out. They want you to think that 33 is a bad number. They want you to think that the triangle is bad. I see the triangle as the point of focus. Also up is, I see it as sort of like electric, ether. I personally, just me, I see the triangle as down as earth. When you put them together, it's a Merkaba. It's like the left and the right side merging. It's like the science and the mystic merging. It's like the feminine and the masculine energy merging, the Merkaba together as one. Blue and red, it's the magnetism and the electric working together. The real science and the spiritual planes coming together. Personally,
the general masses are nothing more than ignorant.
There's an electrical energy, but there's also magnetism.
On this system of the illusory news network and the illusory mainstream media. It's not real. It is a control mechanism, entertain, hold the mind.
Yeah, just a bit like three sides to every coin. Everyone thinks there's two sides. We'll see it as a triangle, as in you've got the left and the right. But when you go above it all at the point of focus and look down with your eye, God's eye, look at the God's eye. God can see, like Source can see, everything. Look at and play in these sides. We'll go to center point and go within and see how you feel.
Is what it's been all about, and that helps. Again, the papal see,
that's how it just comes out of me.
Admiralty laws, the pirates of the sea controlling people on the land.
The pirates of the sea. A lot of people don't know we've been on maritime law. We've not been on land law. I believe now if you took the oath, it's to go on land law. I took the oath on here a few weeks ago. They don't believe, they don't know we're on maritime law. That's why we have a birthing, because there's a birthing part on the boat. It's something to do with when you go in the courtrooms. We've been on maritime law because they're pirates. They steal off us. They steal everything, our children, everything. People need to get their heads around that. That's why I say the Great Awakening over there, it's not called the Great Awakening for nothing. It's very in-depth, layered, it's massive. But it's brilliant at the same time.
Turn them
Divine
into
time.
corpse orations. We're not even considered real people to
Yeah,
them.
corpse.
We are a
You're a corp in a corporations. That's why you have a president in some countries, because it's a cooperation. They're using you as a business. That's why they needed Trump to come in, because he's a businessman. He knows about numbers, so on and so forth.
corpse oration. A corpse, I say, because a corporation is a dead body. It's not a living body. And so
Because we have been dead. We've not been free to live our lives away. We were intentionally supposed to live, play this game, whatever you want to call it, whatever we were supposed to be doing. We haven't. We're corpses. We've been walking. I mean, look at people now. They're walking around like zombies.
that's how they treat us. That's how they
Yeah.
think. And by the
And
way,
then
that's
people
their get out of jail free card, because they're doing all
People
of
get
this
triggered.
not to God's creation, because that would be unlawful. See, illegal is based upon their BS system of maritime admiralty law, but God's laws are
Dead in the
lawful or
water.
unlawful.
Exactly.
And so what they're doing is unlawful. So around that, they don't do it to us. They do it to an illusory us, which is this corpsoration.
And I think Daddy Dragon, on the Daddy Dragon channel, he talks a lot about that. He's talked a lot about maritime law, the Constitution. The Constitution is a solution. He's English, by the way. I know Daddy Dragon, he knows of me. He was on With the People 24/7 a few years ago when I first came into Q. They're all getting seen on different channels. I think Chris Thrall had him up the other day. I can never remember his name. Yeah, all the people we were talking to, they're all there.
3 names, all capital letters, signified within their system by a numerical system, has no
No, I didn't even know he had a YouTube channel. I'll be all over that. Thank you very much.
semblance of the truth. By the way, that's why all the records for
And don't get me wrong, I do think they know, they watch people on YouTube. I think they know who Patriots are worldwide, not just in America. They do watch. If you remember the film, a lot of people, if you're new on my channel and you haven't seen the Christmas Chronicles on Netflix, yes, we know what Netflix are, but do realise there's people pushing films anyway who've got money. It was out the other year or so ago. It's a Q film, and if you know about the Q drops and all the stuff in Q, you will see all that in there at the beginning with the children called, I think it was Teddy and, oh, what was they called? The kids, JFK Jr. The nicknames were, was it Mouse and Teddy or something like that? And little things that they put in it. And then when Santa sits in his, when Santa sits in his sleigh and it goes down and it crashes, it goes through a whole time machine thing, and then it turns into a boat. The Kennedys had a boat. Then it turns into a plane, and then it crashes. And then you think Santa's dead, but he's not. Think Santa. Yeah, that whole film's to do with, it's a Q film, and you'll see it in it. So if you haven't seen the Christmas Chronicles with good actors in it as well, with who was in it again? The wife, the couple that have been together for ages. Someone tell me in chat. Hi, Carol. Christmas Chronicles with Santa was played by. Why do I always forget the names? Overboard. Them two out of Overboard. No, not Tom Hanks. Don't be daft. He's evil. Ugh. No. I said it's a Q film. There's no way Tom Hanks would have been in a Q film. I don't mean a Q film, but there's lots. Overboard. The film Overboard. Goldie Hawn and her husband. Goldie Hawn was Mrs. Christmas. I know it's a joke. Goldie Hawn was Mrs. Christmas. Her husband in real life. What's his name? What's his face? Some of the old actors are all right. I don't mean all. Kurt Russell. Yeah, not all actors are bad. Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn were in that. And it showed you at the end they're watching all the children. If you know about Q, you will see lots of Q drops in that film. If you haven't gone and seen it, watch it. Christmas Chronicles. It's great. Yeah, Goldie and Kurt. Yeah. So it's brilliant. It's ace. There's loads of like Tiffany's in the background. Tiffany shop, Tiffany blue. There's loads of things. If you know the codes and you know a lot to do with the Kennedys, because at the beginning of that film, sorry to spoil it, the boy loses his father. Well, that's like referencing JFK losing his father and his sister there and his mum, and then they go on this whole journey to save Christmas. But you'll know what I mean if you watch it. I did a rundown on it. I run down on it on a video. That's what I say. I've got loads of videos out there. I've done a lot of stuff. People don't realise I've done a lot of stuff on this, especially people who've come over that I knew. But yes, it is a Q film, as in an alliance sort of thing.
Every single human being, doesn't matter where, when you were born, or where you live, are all held.
Like Mel Gibson's a good guy.
That's why their headquarters is Venice, because Venice is a ship at sea.
Yeah, so anyway, it's going on about sea law. Most of us know we're on sea law. Some of us don't.
Very powerfully is John F. Kennedy Jr. There is one person, one mind who is writing these things. If there are other people from time to time that are on the laptop entering them, it may be. But there is one.
Yes, thank you. Meme, is it Mimi? Mimi, the shooting close to the White House on 17th Street. Can't write this shit, can you? 17th Street. Q. Just like with the whole Vincent Fusca thing where he left his Trumpmobile on, was it? It wasn't Q Street, was it? It was something like the 17th Street of the something or other when you looked into it, and then it was to do with JFK Jr.'s crashing the aeroplane when he so-called died. All out there. If you know, you know. It's easy to put together.
One train of thought here. And what you see with this
things that make you go, the things that make you go,
the
things that make you go,
power has to go back to the hands of the people.
Yeah.
And this has to be a community by community project. If it's not, it won't work. If you think that we're gonna revamp all
hang on
this
1
stuff
minute.
and go in there with
I think it was an hour and something. Hang on. I'm not playing the whole thing. I'm just trying to find out where.
With Mark Devlin and put it all out there. And
Mark Devlin's very good. I've met Mark Devlin at a Flat Earth convention when I went to one of them ages ago. Just saying, he wasn't into Q at the time when me and Roxanne were. So that's quite funny that he just put Q stuff out now. A lot of people who weren't into Q were like, I'm putting Q stuff out now. That's why I'm like, go on. Yeah, hi Laurie, where we go 1 week. Well, I'm just trying to find.
The Federal Reserve. The minute it was back in the Federal Reserve,
we're in charge, and
all presidents and all leaders of all countries can do the same.
When they're very concerned about their energies in that moment of death, that moment of taking them out, and what happens to that spirit? What happens to that energy that then reincarnates into to the next being? Does it grab on to something in the scope? And what they've been literally talking about is taking them what they're saying for now is off planet.
I believe there's something there separating spirit realm. We're going to find out anyway, you know what I mean? It doesn't bother me. I'm like, whoop.
Yes. And if you do, you'll watch how Boris Johnson and Sturgeon and all the rest of these
We have thousands and thousands of small towns across the world, each of
away what can't possibly exist. So student loans, and again, for example, realm of human beings where we have powers beyond what you could possibly imagine, where we covered under a layer of mud that just seemed miraculously to cover everything. And what was left above the mud, the Phoenicians
I do believe there's something there, yeah.
They've gone, yeah, we built that.
I have a book on alchemy. My fella's got it at the minute, and it shows you where we are, and then the so-called firmament, and the stars and the moon and the sun within, and then the cosmos, or whatever you call it, where you've got the person looking through it, because that's the veil. That's the veil.
Don't ask us how or precisely when, but yeah, that's.
To me, I don't need to know how things work. I don't come from that left side of the brain. I just know things come in. Source speaks to you, brings things in beautifully that you think's a coincidence a lot of the time. I don't need to know how it works. Omnipresence is God, source, whatever, around all time and everything and everywhere all at the same time. And there's some things we'll never understand how stuff works or need to see it sort of like, I don't know. Like I say, Yeah, portals. I believe in portals because I mean, I have orbs all the time. I put the orbs up. There's a lot of white light going on at the minute. White light, pure white light. Beautiful. I put them up for people to see, whether people believe it or not. Some people believe it's dust, but I'm having an experience with it and I can see what it is. Just saying.
That's our buildings. We built that. Yeah, we're the good guys. Yeah, we're the builders. They're not. They're not. They've stolen
Yeah,
everything from
a lot of as soon as that the rocket goes up and it goes bloop, 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 ooh, it's like, see, people say to me, doesn't bother me. I just say we're on a realm and they go, oh yeah, well I saw this and I saw that, and I'm not getting into a thing of NASA and all that, but NASA do lie. They go, yeah, well I was up in a plane. Yeah, you're not high enough up though to actually know what we live on. You haven't been up there in so-called space. I say, what is it? Space up there? I'm not really bothered. We're in space right now. There's space all around me with particles everywhere of energy and all things flowing and all things knowing. Also, it could be extra lands out that way. I do believe in ETs and stuff like that. I do believe in different beings. They could be coming from that way, out there. Who knows? But I believe we're going to find out in the end. I'm just saying, open your mind to everything because I'm telling you now, NASA do lie. A lot of them lie and they don't tell us the truth on everything. They put bits of truth out, but doesn't mean it's all the truth. They could be hiding stuff. Who knows? We haven't actually been up there ourselves, but there's certain things you can see in nature.
Geniuses and these people.
That's all I'm saying.
Coming out
because
of
it's
Northern
not one of them
India,
chats.
They created the Vedic period in India. That's Krishna. That's Buddha.
No, but I saw the light last night, Dave.
Confucianism. That became Zoroaster in Persia. And this is the brilliant.
Yeah, but we don't say where's our free money because we're not thinking like that. It will come in the end. Yeah, NASA is fake, exactly. It will come in the end of however it comes to the world, and it will be a beautiful thing. Patience is a virtue.
And that eventually became the Christianity that swept all across the Mediterranean and Europe.
Well, something he said
this
about
is the
Tesla.
Of the higher mind and the right mind.
The higher mind and the right mind, not the left mind that wants facts and figures all the time.
The language of Sanskrit are the true builders
Sanskrit.
and founders of all that is beautiful and miraculous and magical. And that's what you see with these Aryans.
They do take time.
Mag. Always, it's mag, because they were not
Oh, this was
electrical
blue.
brain thinkers. They were right
Last
brain,
night.
magnetic brain thinkers. They raised the Kundalini magnetic energy within us. That's raising.
Now, I don't know if anyone knows. He's talking about raising the Kundalini energies. A lot of us know about that now. Magnetism. Now, I personally believe now with things that I'm learning. I'm 33's in the house. Christ consciousness in the house right now. Probably changed now. I've just pointed it out. That light that's coming in, orb-wise, obviously I've had different colours, and I had a flicker of silver again the other night, which I didn't spot till I watched the video back. I get flickers of silver, flickers of gold, and then obviously I've had blue in before, different colours, but it's mainly a lot of white light, and I've seen that white light around Trump. I believe that's magnetism as well. That's a form of that energy being brought in. It's within me, it's within you, because it does come out of my hands and fingers. That's where I think people go with the healing thing of like Reiki and stuff like that. And I've been messing with that, and it does actually work. So just putting my thoughts out there out loud so you can all hear what I'm sort of saying, and that's just an experience personally I'm having right now. If you're new to my channel, you need to go through my channel and you will see the orbs. Yeah, the plasma. Yeah, it's plasma. Yeah. Oh yeah, talking today, but that's plasma as well. Little cells. On my videos, I actually put it out there, and it's my filming from my bedroom, my house, and I put the light up from last night outside the bedroom window. Yeah, plasma charges. Yeah, so I do believe, like, you know, some say we're transmitters, we're transmitters, or what's the other word? No, you know what I mean. So there's all things going on with that light. I will say it's like, I say like source light, God light, because it is that source within us that they don't want us realising we have the power, you know, a bit like He-Man, a bit like Shiva.
That magnetic energy within us to control
Thank you, Maggie.
The left electrical brain and create a field system.
Well, the thing is, I'd love to talk to Freak Guy. It's not that I know everything. He's well on it, you know, well on it. But I understand what he's saying, and I'm having those experiences, and the awakening that I have that brought me back to source self, realising there is a higher self, there is a God source, whatever you want to call it, universal law. What he talks about is very, what's he called? Benici, the Benici guy, Anton Benici. And, oh, I forgot his name. Anto Benici. I can't remember his name. You know what I mean. That sort of stuff. And it just makes sense to me. It won't make sense to some people. They'll be like, oh, what's he talking about? But it does. I'd love to talk to people like that just to say what they think the orbs are and this, that and the other, that I get that. And I ask a lot of people about, and a lot of people don't answer my question. So I would love that. It's probably because I don't leave links in. But if anyone knows him, I'd love to have a Skype chat with him and put it on camera. I'd love it. I'd have to go on his show. I'd love it. That sort of stuff interests me. And the whole Tesla thing. And he knows about that. So I would love it. I would love it. I would love it. Someone put that out there to the universe. I put it out there to the universe.
System, which is a unified field flooding with mag. And so how did Donald Trump say, how did he run on the basis
He knows a lot because he's followed Q. You don't need to follow Q, and he goes within himself and he knows about Christ consciousness and he knows about the energy and he knows about all that. A lot of people I talk to do not understand that. Just said Q and it starts disconnecting. Q is more than people think it is. They think it's flip side of the coin. They don't research it. They think it's nothing to do with source energy. I said Q is to do with source, but people don't see that because they don't understand. They don't understand it. They don't realise it is something that came to help us learn about universal law. It's not something that's trying to trick us. I'm getting tingly fingers, as in I always think that's the truth. I'm getting tingles in my fingers. I have get it on the top of my head or in my fingers. They don't understand that. They still think it's a side of the New World Order. It isn't. When you actually look into it properly, it's only trying to help people wake up to the truth. Then it's their choice to go down that road of getting on the path, which we all need to do in this time right now because we're sick of this stuff. We're literally sick with the virus. We're sick. People are dying. People have died for years of sicknesses they don't even need to have within their body because when you're in fear and disease, you get disease. Just like Santos, that's it. Santos Benici just came back into my head. And Charlie Freak, they know about all this. And it makes sense when you actually dive into that side of things. You know, we should be more alkaline. It is quite hard to do this stuff sometimes because of the way they've got us on the wall with food and everything. Yeah, sick of them. I mean, that's all going to go soon. I don't even wear mine. No. Because, like Fauci's trying to talk about goggles, like I said before, they just want you seeing, speaking and hearing no evil. They'll be telling you to wear earmuffs, yeah? When they tell you to wear earmuffs because of the virus, that's when you know, speak no evil. How dare you speak of evil or see the evil or hear the evil? How dare you speak out about what we're doing? Well, we are doing. And you can't stop it because you can't stop what's coming.
He was going to make America and the whole world great again. How is he going to make things better? MAGA.
Yes, lemon juice in your water every morning. That's what I've been having again. Squirting fresh lemon. Yes.
People just mindlessly go, yeah, because that's an anagram for make America great again. Yeah, that's right. Make America great again.
Magnetism.
And it works at that level because it's a political slogan and people can, sink their teeth into it. But that's not what he's talking about. Is magnetism. And
yes, fluoride's very bad, and in your toothpaste and all that because it calcifies your pineal gland.
A is alpha.
I drink distilled water.
Which is God. And again, folks, just trust me with this. If you go through the Q post, this is what you're going to see. Reverence for God.
Someone even said to me today something about, if you fly and you come back and then they're gonna vaccinate you, you're gonna be made to be vaccinated. I said, no, we're not. And I said, you just stand up and you say no. Oh yeah, but that. I said, what to say to this person? You're in fear. Come out of the fear. Stop even speaking like that. Stop speaking of it. Remember yesterday, universal law, speaking things in.
Not this Jesuit Catholic Church, Western Christianity.
Yeah, you're killing your spirit off when you wear a mask because one, you're not breathing in God's breath, as I like to call it, particles. An old woman said yesterday at the counter, I can't breathe. She kept going like this. I've seen a lot of people wearing the masks in the supermarkets like this. They've got their nose out because they can't breathe. So you're telling me it's a good thing? No, it isn't. If you're well, you shouldn't be wearing one anyway. But like I said, don't need to talk about that. It's all coming out and people are going to see. Oh, distilled is good. Distilled is good.
Jesus Christ is beautiful. Jesus Christ on the journey to become Christ Jesus is a beautiful narrative. But the Catholic Church, they
put your intention on it as well.
The Catholic Church only told you a part of it. And
yes, that's why they want HCQ out. It will decalcify pineal gland. That's why they don't want it. Yeah, they don't want it out because that will decalcify pineal gland. Oh, God, they don't want people waking up to that, do they? That's why Trump said he'll put it in a vaccine and everyone's freaking out. That's been out for years and years and years and years and years, and it's good. You don't come out with the vaccine that quick like they have. No.
The rest of it is that they fill in the gaps and we own you and you give us 10% of your money. You come here and you pray in here and you do everything here with us and we're in charge and
we're not here. We didn't come here to live, to be a slave, to work all our lives, to drop dead at the end of it. And no, it's not what life's about.
Control. And we interpret the Bible and it's all here with us.
You don't actually need a dead expensive machine. I've got one. It fits in the kitchen. You don't actually need. You need a big one, and you can put intentions on your water as well.
That's exactly not what the Bible says, and that's not the teachings of Jesus Christ, who was on a journey to become Christ.
I'll tell you one thing. My water, when I clean it out, that thing that I've got is absolutely disgusting. It's full of dirt. It's full of everything, and I can taste the difference between tap water. I can smell the fluoride. Than that, you know. Yeah.
Christ, the Christed one. Christ is
just
a
do your
title.
best.
It's not a name. It's a title. So the Christed one, Christ Jesus, Buddha, Krishna, Mohammed. I mean, Zarathustra, all of these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people who came before us to show us the way. It's all beautiful.
Beautiful people that came before us to show us the way. They only came to show us the way to help your light on the path be a little bit easier, you know. Maybe. Yeah, there was all people and they tried to twist things up and down in all sorts of religions. So, you know, it's all there. It'll all come out.
All of these teachings that are coming out of the Q posts are always referring to. It's this reverence for God, God's creation. And
yes, I have copper drinking cups. Actually, I'll go and get one now and get my water. Yeah, lemon and bicarbonate of soda. I can never say that. I think, do you put a bit of lemon and bicarbonate, so I can't say it, in water, drink that. Yeah. We are here for a reason to see this happen. We are here. That's what I'm saying. People get so caught up in the, oh my God, it's doom and gloom, and why would you want to tell people they will? It's like, it's not doom and gloom. You just assume that because the crap's being brought to the surface. It's like, apart from that, it's brilliant.
And MAG, Make America Great Again. And what is the basis to the word magic? MAG-IC. Magic is the mag.
Magic is the magnetism. Remember when I said yesterday we got the magician card? We got the magician card. You are the magician. That's what people have got to realise. The tarot deck, some people get really freaked out. Some people are really religious. And they need to sort of get a grip because, you know, Charlie Freak talks about, you know, God and all that. It's not in that religious sense. I don't know where the cards are, actually. Where are the cards? I don't think the ones I had out yesterday are in front of me. Are they? Are they behind me? Yeah. I said yesterday. Where is it? We are the magician. The tarot deck to me is like a story of life of all the people you meet, all the things you go through, trials and tribulations. When you come back to yourself and actually realise you are more powerful than you knew, you are actually the magician. You think about it called white hats and black hats, it's like, yeah, couldn't be far wrong there with that. Where is it? Oh, I've lost it. Let me find the magician. These are quite modern day cards, so I'm loving your energy, Dolly. Thank you. I just feel really energised today. I don't know if it was that last night that I saw with the light, but you can tell things are changing. People are waking up. Puts me in a good mood. Even though people are finding out a lot of crap, you've got to stay in that frequency. You can choose to be in the lower frequency if you want to be. I just think if you keep to certain things and you can see what's going on and you know what's coming in, it does keep you up in that frequency. There's still a lot of people that will tell you different. They'll tell you things are psyops. They'll say this, that, and the other. Because to me, that they're just in a lower frequency, as far as I'm concerned. Where is it? I lost it again. Because these are a modern deck. I keep forgetting which one it is. It is here somewhere, because I showed you last night. I feel like I went through some sort of fighting thing last night. I'm absolutely shattered this morning. But I'm still full of energy, so... yeah, Jack, I don't know where it is. Yeah, high vibes, exactly. Yeah, we know you can feel it as well. Oh, don't know where it's gone. Oh, it's in here. Where is it? Yeah, remember I said the devil card, and the magician. Where the magician? Looking down above it all. You know, I see that as the one eye. You know, left and right, balance, and what we're actually putting in, where energy is, infinity. The devil card. Who's pulling your strings? The material world. Well, we're walking away from that. You're really going... This is the beginning of the tarot. So we're going through all that to realise we were that. They tried to tell you you're not magical, magnetic. They're going about electric, but they don't really talk about the magnetism, do they? Magnetism. Like Charlie Freak said, the magic. People don't believe in magic because not realising what it is, different forms of energy.
I see.
Chemicals.
Magnetism I see is
Jack.
magic. The whole magical realm of human beings where we have powers beyond what you could possibly imagine, where we can levitate, we can do all of these. Of course we can. They've shown us this via rapture and rapturous paintings and writings for all eternity. We can do all of this, but only here. Only here. And these are the Aryans who built, these are the Tartarians that built the basis to our world. When you're in the left brain, you're trapped by your uncles, the Egyptian unks, the uncles of your ankles, and your ankles ground you to the earth, and you are an electrical circuit. Current runs through you, and you can be overloaded,
Yeah.
and overloaded and controlled all the time. The magic I see.
I've actually done a bit of, and I did do a video on it ages ago. Though people laugh. Telekinesis. And you can feel it in your fingers. And people go, oh, you're breathing on it. I can put something on it and move it. You've got to keep practicing. Because when you start finding your powers within, you've got to keep practicing. And it moves. And you can feel the energy within your fingers. That's magnetism.
Is the magnetism I create. And again, I can just powerfully share with everyone that this is the basis of these teachings. It is going back to taking control of both the temples of our bodies and our minds. We do that as individuals, we do that as families, we do that in tiny communities, and then like-minded communities reach out and share with one another. And this has to be a grassroots system, because if it's not, it will fail. So what Charlie just laid out for us today is a massive step in the right direction.
It's like I believe people are put in the areas they're in at the time. Like some people might say, oh, I live in America, I live here, I live there, and they're awakened because they need to be in the areas to bring that magnetism into that area, that frequency, that energy to help, help that highest energy of you putting out around your area. And there'd be a few people in your area. That's how I see it. And no, not really.
This entire system that we call money, whether we want to use it moving forward or not, doesn't really matter. But at this point, we've taken the control of the system away from the sharks. That's literally what these people are. The Jesuits are the sharks of the ocean on the land. And these are the most evil people.
And they are the sharks because we're on sea law.
People in the history.
Well, guess what? We're going back on land law and we're the lions. And we're roaring right now.
Of evil. And they're the ones that have been behind the running of everything. So
there's one interesting point. I don't know if I was sharing it with you last time, but it's interesting what Donald Trump has done, because this, again, you won't find this anywhere in the media. But I happen to know this from 3 different sources, one being the Dragon family in China, who I've known for many years.
I was going to say Michelle, but I knew it begins with an M just because of what it is there.
Yes. One from a Swiss bank who actually monetized the Dragon bonds, and from somebody that's connected to the Federal Reserve. But they looked at monetizing these golden bonds out of China, the Dragon bonds. and they found that the value of them, that they had no idea, because they came from the Himalayan descent, they were back from those days. They were valued, I think 4 weeks ago, at over $2 quadrillion. Well over $2 quadrillion. They've actually monetized 100 trillion of them through a Swiss bank. They cleared the national debt
Yeah, say hi
of
to Mark.
America, China, Russia, and India, and paid it back to the Federal Reserve. The minute it was back in the Federal Reserve, they issued a subpoena for fraud.
That's right. That's right. That was the plan all along. I can confirm that as absolute truth. That is absolute truth. Excellent, Charlie.
That's brilliant. I want to pick up on another thing. Just talk about Trump taking over the Fed and having all this money available to pay for everything. I'm sure that people are aware of this everywhere. To get all this money from, so we now know because he's taken over the Fed and he's in control of the Fed. So he's putting the debt onto the Fed and let the Fed carry.
Do you remember at Bush's funeral when they went and they all got a card and Jed's face looked like he'd crapped himself because they were taking all their assets and everything. They knew they were going down. You don't pull a face like that, and that was not acting. And Trump never stayed to the end of that funeral. By the end of the way, if people don't know,
Debt of the American people, and what that also does, it exposes all the.
Oh, this card just jumped out. Jack, stop it. Joan of Arc, voice of truth. It's a woman, by the way. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. Exactly. Boom. You know I have to do 3 because 3 is a magic number. A lot of women speaking truth, And that's why I always think the women have been the mystics, and I don't mean all men, I'm not saying that about people in chat, I'm just saying where they just think they're all airy-fairy. That's why they had the witch burnings and this, that and the other, because women just knew. Why the men were doing things, the women were there, with the earth and with the earthly things. Women had a lot of knowing wisdom, where men wanted all the facts and figures. Just saying. But now we're merging together, and that's how powerful we become. Oh, there is, but there's a lot of women, yes, a lot of women. A lot of men that I've had a lot of problems with, as in, trolling and all that. It's like, So I think one just flipped over. Did it flip over? So let me check. No, I thought it did. Just saying. But we're coming into balance to be one powerful force. Yeah. Some people think women are airy fairy. Fell on the floor. But we ain't. We've had this one before. Remember what I said about focused intention, Diana? Oh, wait to hear about this one. I tell you. Focused intention. Think about what you desire. Set your sights high. Expect the best possible outcome. That's what I was talking about yesterday. I do expect the best possible outcome. The bigger picture is the best possible outcome of that timeline. Hey, king. Doesn't matter who came first. We're saying women had a lot of knowledge, a lot of knowingness without the facts, And people say, oh, you're a bit of a witch, you aren't you? You know stuff. Like jokingly, and you're like, well, some men, I'm not saying all men, want the facts and figures. We've got to figure it out. We've got to have all the facts. Well, it's just some things are just knowingness. The film, The Knowing. Female Sophia, yeah. It is written. That's why they suppress the woman a lot. This one's just for a lot. That's why they suppress the woman a lot. In all sorts of different ways physically. Sacred Vision, 2020 Vision, and that's why there's two. And the roses in the background. Remember, I had the rose t-shirt on yesterday. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Yeah, to heal you are going to have to forgive, and that's why I said you've got to forgive the past and people in it, because it's all been lessons to help you grow anyway, which is the cards that I showed you this morning. I will do... I'll do another deck before I go, because like I said, you can check the Charles Ward video out, but they were talking about Tesla, but like what I'm trying to say is, it's not just electricity. It's multi-layered with the free energy that's coming. Med beds, all sorts of things, magnetism, things we probably don't even know ourselves that are just like, oh my God, you know, the abundance we can all have. It's not just electricity, because that isn't all of it. It's magnetism as well. So let's get you to hey, I wish I could. We've been speaking. There's many people out here who have little channels like me, and other people that I've done collaborations with who were small channels. That's fine. You know, some of the big ones, big ones, are the ones that are pumping out a lot of crap. You know, not everybody. You know, and we're still here, and it's like, we're plodding along. But then again, I'm not monetized anyway, and I'm glad I've not been monetized. But Jack, you nutcase. You never know. They're probably suppressing people's numbers as well. I would think, but I don't bring it like some people do. Obviously, I just bring it how I see it. There's great people doing really good Q codes, you know, because they are very deep. I just see what I like to see, and I don't look at a lot of them now because I'm watching it go on in real time. And it's that thing of people are starting to see what we were saying ages ago, where they were all like, "You're a freak. You're stupid. You don't know what you're talking about. You're a conspiracy theorist." Really? Okay. It's all happening, isn't it? 17 thumbs up there in the house. So, yeah. Yes, I know about Serial Brain 2. I know about X22 Report. I know about all those because I was on them at the beginning of Q. They don't pop up in my street. They don't pop up now because I don't get notifications, and I only watch a couple now. The best one I watch is X22 Report, but I don't even watch a lot of that now because I can see it going on. You know, people go, "Have you watched this? Have you watched that? Do you know about Kellyanne Hub News? Do you know this?" Yeah. Yes, that's not me being big-headed. I used to watch them all when I first got into Q, and they are really good, and some really good channels out there, and I can't even remember half of them. But like you don't get notifications. You don't even get my notifications half the time. So yes, I do know about all them great channels. The easiest ones to watch there was Jenny Hatch was brilliant with all the little videos and memes. You got Don't Drink the Kool-Aid. So many people, the spiritual people talking about Q as well. Austin states that name, he's a shill, by the way. Charles Ward goes on about him because David, thingy off Laura Eisenhower's videos, talks about him. He's a shill. He's not Q. Q would not come out like that. Q is not one person. Q is 10 people and 3 are non-military. The rest are military. Yeah, he's a shill. Just want to put that out there. If you don't know that, that is not Q. Q is an alliance all around the world as well. Trump's in with Q. Q is not one person, and Q would not come up on YouTube and say they're a Q. Think about it. They'd go after him and assassinate him and know where he was. No, he's not. I don't even need... I've seen his... I heard about him. I went to see his channel once. I don't follow him. People are blindly following. Think that he is Q. No, he's not. Yeah, We the People 24/7. I came across when I first came onto Q. That's where Gran Torino was. He's from Ireland. He does a great channel in Ireland and doing all about Ireland. And Daddy Dragon, Graham from Daddy Dragon channel, he used to be on there. I used to shout out a lot about there. They knew who I was over there. I think I went on Gran Torino's channel ages ago talking about JFK Jr. still being alive and the numerology and all that. So yeah, I do pop in now and again and say hiya. But Austin is not Q, by the way. Not Q. Just want to put that out there now. I don't need to look at his videos because he's not Q. Sorry, I don't need to look at him. We're Q. You don't get Q does not work like that. Someone saying the Q, not Q. Have you heard about the sort of things he's got in trouble for? It's not Q. Dolly UK is screwing your censorship. Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. It's all right for you to believe that, and it's all right because Charles Ward might put it out because David Rodriguez follows that. But David Rodriguez is very He's woke. He's not awake to everything. He's going through his thingy. That guy is not Q. Q does not work like that. The FBI raid, he doesn't work like that. He's not a good person. You can tell by the energy. That is not Q. That's not how Q works. Q is a high intelligence. It's military. It's not one person. And you wouldn't go on a channel going, yeah, I'm Q. There's no way I'd go after you and kill you. That'd be pretty easy. It's not Q. Not Q. I wouldn't even go over and watch that channel. Not my sort of energy. Not, you know. Like I say, I don't worry. All will be seen, dark to light. All the people of the wrong game players will be seen for who they are. Just say yes. Just say yes. I'd say that's more about trusting sometimes. You have got to trust and you have got to have faith sometimes with stuff. We've had loads of people going, yeah, I could go on, yeah, I'm Q. Yeah, he comes up with a lot of things you can do if you actually read the Q post, you know what I mean? You got people reading out of crystal balls talking about, it's like, yeah, you've read the Q posts, you know what I mean? I could do that. He had a drink in the first few vids, so he had to drink in the first few vids to go on camera. Well, that says it all. Why would you need to do that? But like I'm saying, that's each to their own, but that person is not Q. You know what I'm saying now? That says it all. You might be coming out with the right things. A lot of people do, because you can read the Q post and say what's happening, but Q doesn't come on and say that they are Q, and it's not one person anyway. I don't need to see more videos. It's not Q. Don't need to. Thank you very much, but I know about the person. Not interested. Don't resonate with it at all. Not at all. Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts and past lives. That's what keeps coming up, because that's you know what it is. Getting rid of old patterns, behaviour and programming. Just because someone says it on a channel who's recently come into certain things doesn't mean it's like you can blatantly tell. Do you think Q would come out like that? No. No. Don't forget, there's a lot of people that are coming out and they put stuff out because they see that Q's a massive movement. They'll do it to get you on it, to then steer you off, just like Alex Jones. If you're not awake to Alex Jones being a traitor, there's another one for you. It doesn't matter if the ex-military are on his videos. That doesn't mean anything. I could get ex-military. My dad's ex-military. It doesn't mean anything. So he's telling you they're ex-military. That doesn't mean anything. I'm not having a go at you. I'm just saying that doesn't mean anything, you know. So they're saying they're ex-military, even if they are ex-military. If they think he's like... Doesn't even mean they know. Not all military know about the high up clearance. Do you know what I'm saying? John X Army used to go on about that. Was it John X Army? Was it John X Army? Had a big thing, then had a big flip, and then he had a big flip to spirituality as well. I have Q in my name. I know I could come on and say I'm Q. Maybe Q's a woman. Do you know what I mean? Q would not come out on a channel saying he's Q. Why would you do that? Yeah, but I don't need to see more videos. So... stop saying it. I don't need to see more videos of somebody that is full of crap. And if you actually look into him and what he's been doing, what he's been a part of, I don't think so. But that's for you to watch. If that's what you like, that's fine. I don't need to go and watch that, because I've been on Q, I've done my research, I talk about it. I don't need to, you know. It's the reason why I don't show that person on my channel. But that's okay, you know. You want to go and check it out, check it out. You resonate with it, you resonate with it. If you don't, you don't. Personally, I never came across it because I didn't need to. Yeah, people are put online to misguide, but what I'm trying to say is, if you've been on Q from the beginning and you know how Q works, 33 in the house, you'd know that Q wouldn't go up on a channel and go, hi, I'm Q. Easy target there, aren't you, for the deep state? Very easy target. That's one of the biggest critical thinking things is to do with that. Is like, hello. Just because certain people are watching it thinking it's good. Yeah, he's putting truth out, like David Rodriguez said. He's putting truth. Of course he is. We all can do that if you actually read the post. You can put the post out. You can go deep diving yourselves. But, you know, don't need to see more videos called paid opposition or shills. Exactly. You can tell by the guy's energy, the way he is, his face, how young he is, the way he's cute. At his age, really? Don't think so. Nah. I could go on his video and pick a video out and pull it to shreds, but I don't need to, because I don't need to go in that that energy of doing that, you know. No, put forward to turn people, yeah. It wouldn't do that. They'll turn at the end. Anyway, bless about that. Check it out yourself, see it's fine, people. I know people have gone over there and checked it. It's a whole thing. A bit like when Alex Jones was saying he was playing golf with Donald Trump. No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. He isn't best mates with Donald Trump at all. That's what he used to say. No, he wasn't. Not wasting energy on... No, don't waste energy on time on that. I know about Q. I don't even need to look at Q posts because I can see what's going on. But just to put it out there. Waiting for a card to fall out. Oh, there we go. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution expression. Woo! That's what more people need to do. So, yeah. No, I don't give my energy away to that. Exactly. Remember, you are energy. And I'm not even going to check that channel out personally. I don't need to. I stick to the people that have been on it for a while, not the people who have just emerged out of nowhere all of a sudden. I mean, there are some people that have, that, yeah, will be put there, but there are some people that have for another reason, you know. I don't flow with it. It's, you know, there's a lot of new people that have only just come onto Q, so this is why I'm saying they'll see certain things and go, oh my God, this is Q, because they haven't researched properly, they don't understand how Q works, and they'll just think, because Q is going about and it's getting bigger, they'll think, oh, this person's saying the Q, oh, this person must be Q, but they haven't actually known about Q when it first came out, gone through the whole thing of it right from the beginning, when it first dropped to the public, gone and done all the work with that and looked at it, they just see Q, oh, this must be the real thing. They go and follow with blinkers on, yet again. That side knows that. And they'll flip at the last time, at the last minute. So.
Other world leaders. That's right. Is my pizza ready? You know,
my inside information sent me that it passed the critical point, so their game was over. So that explains that part, which I didn't know.
And that's what I was alluding to, guys, at the beginning of the podcast, that why did Lincoln fail? Why did Kennedy fail? They failed because, and it's not of their fault. You know, you're being read into this. And I mean, think about after the Bay of Pigs, Bobby Kennedy, John Kennedy, and two lawyers and a handful of personal friends held themselves up in the Library of Congress for about a week. And in that week, they just in this tiny group were going, wow, we're not in charge. We're surrounded by the devil everywhere. And how did they do this? How do we get ourselves out of this? How do we even constitutionally empower ourselves?
Put it this way, someone's talking truth about Q, fair enough, but for someone to say they are Q, no.
Be able to do things. And that's what they did. And then anyone who studied the Kennedy administration knows that from you know, the Bay of Pigs onward.
And what desk did Trump take on in the White House? There were 7 desks, and he took on JFK's desk.
It was Jack and Bobby and a
where JFK Jr. used to sit in the middle.
Very, very, very tight-knit group of people who were having to clandestine
some channel
and make overtures to Khrushchev or to Castro or whomever else.
Ask me neither.
Had to do so through all of these back channels. It's just incredible. But the only way that this has worked, the reason why this has worked, everyone, you just need to know this, is that the NSA...
Yeah, but still the deceiving thing, whether he was put forward or not, you don't say you Q. That's a blatant lie.
Was given this technology that the cabal created to control us. So they've turned us into a technology-based world, given us our iPhones, our smartphones, all of these different things, and then they have been capturing. I mean, now we're finding out, Charlie, you know, through you and others, that you know, look inside your coins. Why are all the coins being called back and called in? Because you pull apart, separate your your coins through a method of dry ice, and you see inside of these coins that were being produced in China that there's these little chips inside of the coins as well. You were being tracked everywhere. You were being monitored, watched, listened to, recorded everywhere. The issue that they never considered was that the same technology to observe us and control us applied to them. And the NSA said, wow, this is that one moment in time. This is that one moment. And if we don't take it now, it may never, ever come again. And so the reason that they're able to make all of these leaders capitulate is because they own them. Do you want to be a player? Do you want to be really, really, really powerful? Do you want to stand out? Is an unforgivable sin. Creating technology that is far beyond for automation.
Oh yeah, and he said automation because Trump said something about automation. That was it. Was it that?
And in one tweet, Trump said auto, but auto is not short for automobile. Auto is short for automation. And that's the close.
Yeah, what I'm saying, David Rodriguez is good and he's awake. He's not awake to everything. And yes, he does follow Austin, which is what I'm saying. Just because he follows Austin doesn't mean he's good. But he doesn't know a lot about Q because I don't know if he was on it from the beginning. I've heard his with Lauren Eisenhower. I do like David, but he also says there's things he's still learning. He's gone over to his channel, as a lot of us know. But Austin is not Q. I shouted this out the other week saying, yes, I know he'd mentioned it, but he is not Q. People get, when they're coming in, this is what I say about when they're coming into it, even people who are out there putting stuff out, they'll go, oh yeah, I'm just coming into it. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that about this, or Tesla, blah, 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 because they're just coming into it, because they haven't been into it from the beginning. And then they think people like that, and it's like, not. People get caught up everywhere. So, yeah, I know.
That any of them have got to saying that the Tesla plant in Texas has anything to do with cars. None of them knows.
I've heard David Rodriguez say things that he's only just come into, which we all knew about. Do you know what I mean? So
that they've simply said that is the largest Tesla plant in the world, and it's in Texas, the border.
I said today, First Munch, my dad was saying, what you've just said there, I think Charlie Ward's a con man. So, you know, a lot of people are saying that because he says certain things which raises a few red flags, and it does, because he'll always say, my people that I'm speaking to, that he doesn't exactly say something. I know that. I am keeping a beady eye out, and he's got the right people on his channel. He did sort of just come out of nowhere with stuff, but then again, he could be working for the other side, and they've just put him out there, like Memes just said about Austin, but I don't get that with Austin. His energy, nothing about that. But there is that going on, but it's just a beady eye, keeping a beady eye out for if he does say anything, because he's a bit like other people out there, like David Icke. I'm like, what? He said Trump's not doing anything. That's a blatant lie for a fact. So that means I look at you and think, yeah, you bring truth out about certain stuff, but that is a blatant lie. So I'm not saying I'm saying that about Charles Ward. I'm saying people are saying that. So, but then again, it's that thing, innit? I do believe there are people that come out now, maybe, that are meant to be put there for now to help people. But I do believe there are people that are coming on because they're trying to jump on the Q train, and right at the last minute, they'll steer it like, oh, I've just realised this is wrong, just like Alex Jones did. So there is all that going on, and it's all confusion. But at the minute, he's saying things that are true. He's saying things that we're all into and bringing the right people on. That's why there's a lot of confusion. And still some people like that say they know stuff and they're bringing people on. It's like, well, like I said, I'm not worried that like those who are playing on the wrong side of the game, as you want to say, whatever you want to say, whatever the right word is, will be seen in the light at the end of the day. It's all going to be seen who the players are at the end of the day. So,
town between, the United
like I said, truth and lies in everything. Yeah, we still use discernment. Yeah, so I can be like, yeah, we'll just see. But at the end of the day, we will see. So that doesn't bother me so much.
States in Mexico where the wall is being built. It's just brilliant stuff. And it's
yeah, you could say that me in these times believes that. Well, I believe stuff beyond the veil and stuff that is coming in, but there is a lot of confusion. That's okay.
Teaching us to use our frontal lobe. Even in retrospect, when this story is fully understood, it will continue to teach and teach and teach. This whole experience of the Q team, of JFK.
That's why Q said we're not going to tell the people, we're going to show the people.
Post as Q, and all of the cryptic speeches that Trump has been doing, these are this is a teaching mechanism for the ages that we'll be able to use and refer back to for the ages. No one will ever forget.
Trump's Q, JFK Jr.'s Q, they're in the Q team, but there's a Q alliance. Nothing's ever been said about Austin.
What has happened. No one will ever forget any of this.
255.
This is what changed everything, and it's brilliant beyond design, guys. It is.
Well, Michael, I think we've done an hour and a half. I think we've done an hour and a half this evening. I think we've had so much content tonight. It'd probably be nice to do another one of these, part 2 next week.
Yeah, you got Q plus is POTUS, Trump, and then you've got R, which is JFK Jr. I don't know why I'm just playing that, but anyway, what Charles Ward does always say at the end, that he's excited, he's excited for beautiful things coming in. There are beautiful things coming in. It doesn't seem like that to some people, and it especially doesn't seem like that to people who are all wrapped up in the 3D energy of fighting and shouting and screaming and going on about what's going on at the minute, because obviously it is there to get people up in the fear energy and this, that and the other. 656, 855, and all that sort of good stuff. But like I say, energy today is feeling very excited and I feel like this today, like woo, especially after that going off last night while I was still awake and should have been asleep. But like I said, a lot of people putting good stuff out there. I'm not saying that other guy isn't, but he's not Q. You wouldn't do that. You don't come out and say you're Q. Like I said, I'm not worried about what people say, because at the end of the day, it is all coming out, and the both sides of the checkerboard floor, the game, will be shown dark to light. But I'm just excited about, like I said, Trump kept saying something about density, kept emphasising the word density. 3D is very dense. We know he's a multi-dimensional chess player. And I just hope that there ain't a big mess left behind. People are putting all their certain things, like I said earlier, I get a lot of out of your channel, no bullshit, and you say how it is. I just say it as I see it, as I feel it, and I try not to come with the bullshit. Some people will think it is, but of what I'm seeing, and you've got to feel into people's energies. And one of the biggest things, that Austin guy, when I went to check his channel, I couldn't even, there's something about him. His eyes are too close together for one. You know what that means. I was just like, no. But the fact that he said that is absolutely no way, Jose. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of chat about everything first month. This is why I said we're going to see things. Some things are going to be really weird. Some things are going to be scary to others, which are just things changing. The point is, there is a change happening. It is for the better. It doesn't seem like it to some, because some things are getting unearthed, but they have to, especially in the 3D with the kids underground and so on and so forth, of what we know. Some people think the world shouldn't know that, but they should, because that's how you come with solutions. And I'm just saying, get your popcorn in and watch the show. Sit back and watch it. It's to be aware, not to be muddled up in all the energy and getting angry and violent. It's not about that. Look in history what that did. That's what they want you to do, fighting each other instead of fighting them off. Keep your energy high. Keep it protected. Put boundaries up, because people are batshit crazy at the minute. It is the apocalypse with the zombies at the minute, but they will all see. And what I was trying to say about the Tesla energy, again, if there's a point of energy that can be put out to be rippled out, like Charlie Freak said, and it's to harmonise, because 5G wasn't to harmonise, that switch can be switched to back to Nikola Tesla, which was for harmony of humanity, and that frequency can be put out. So the people who are so caught up in the drama and not understanding and trying to put their frequencies back in harmony, so they go back to love, so they go back to this, not hating the neighbours, not doing all this shit stuff, that can happen. All it has to be is good people in and trip that they switch that big switch back over, which is what's happening. So I say 5G to 5D, baby. Some people won't understand that. I totally understand it. Been saying it for ages. It's just an energy exchange that can be switched back, because when good people are in, good things can happen. People say, oh no, it can't, they've been in for time. Well, it's their downfall. It's even prophesized. We're going on that timeline. We're on that timeline. We've got to keep pumping that energy out. You bring in what you are. Enough people around the world bringing that in, which there is, and it's happening. They thought it was 2012, it's 2020 vision. That's how I see it. I was quite excited last night. Quite excited about a lot of things. The security guy, I know he had a thingy in his ear, but when he walked off at one point, I couldn't even see his ear. I was like, what's going on there? But it's the greatest time to be alive, whether you believe it or not, you know what I mean? So a lot of people still in fear. Gitmo proof is out there. See, a lot of people go, oh, we need Gitmo proof is out there. It got extended by Trump. I can't think why it'd be extended, because they were leaving it to get dilapidated or whatever the word is. Obama was. It's all out there. If you do the proper researching, you'll see it's all out there. It's taking time because it has to be done within the law, and there's certain things happening. Just like they said the other day with the children coming up from underground. Think of the pressure and what happens to your body if you came up in water. They didn't realise this was happening. Things take time. Patience is a virtue. Also, what makes me laugh is we're under universal law, under grace, God, source, whatever you want to call it, not man-made law. And when I say grace, this is what makes me laugh. My name is Janine, my nickname is Dolly. The Hebrew meaning, apparently, of Janine is gift from God. Can't make this shit up, can you? What is God source? Joy, laughter, love, happiness, doing the things you love, all that sort of good stuff. So sorry, I just have to throw that out there as a joke. I mean, it's not a joke, that's what it actually means in Hebrew, but I just have to laugh at it all the time. So, you know, I stand under the grace of God. I do not stand under man-made laws. No, I don't. Where's Dolly from? It's a nickname, Dolly Daydream, because everyone used to think I was very up in the stars and a bit airy-fairy, you know, with all the other stuff, because I didn't really know about the world we were in with the 3D bullshit of what was going on, but I always knew about energies, and I always believed in spirit realm and source, God, that's what some people, I've always called it source, the universal energy. I always knew about that as a kid growing up. I was brought up around a lot of nature, was always into that, always into the airy-fairy films, Lord of the Rings, loads of things going back when I was a kid, Dark Crystal, all that sort of stuff. And then I found out about the 3D and I was like, oh my God. So, Dolly Daydream. She's a bit of a daydreamer, a bit of head in the clouds. I guess not, really. I guess not. Yeah, I guess. That's what's coming in now. All things that seem mystic, magical, magnetism, law of attraction, universal law is real. But like most of us on the so-called conspiracy journey, so-called, you know, by the CIA, that's who made the word up, I'm the one who'll be laughing. People see you as mad, crazy, conspiracy theories. Oh, she's off with fairies. Bit of a daydreamer, isn't she? You should be daydreaming. You should be visualising what you want to bring in. But that's all I'm saying. So, by gold, I'm just not worried about it all. I'm not in fear. I'm not worried about it all. It's divinely roll out as it's meant to, and what will happen will happen. So, yeah. Yeah, he's control of a lot of people. It may not seem it because things have to be played out a certain way, so the elites, the other side, the deep state all over the world get confused. And people get confused, but that's the way it's meant to be. Yes, evil and God, that's why we call it the golden age, going back to all that, but I don't worry about that, you know, whatever. People are going to get what back to them, the whole world, what they're all rightly, godly deserving, I believe, and it's all rolling out. Like I said, I feel great today. Energy's really like, it's sweaty, it's hot, but very, got this excitedness. There's an excited energy going about. So, well, you know, got to put it out there, but you got to believe. I believe. Just saying. So, yeah, I'll try and do the Q picture. I think that'll be a massive, big, yeah, that will be a project and a half. I don't know what colours I'm going to do in it. I might do it modern. I don't know, but let's see how that goes. Yeah, maybe you should buy, but, you know, some people can't. I'm not worried. We'll all get it back in the end anyway, do you know? You know, I don't fear it. It's what it is, you know? Yeah, I feel fantastic too. Woo! Yeah, I can grow vegetable. Yeah, there's loads of things we'll be doing. So anyway, I'm going to go. Don't even know what was coming on saying, but it's just to say, Q rocks. That'll trigger loads of people. Not bothered. You, the Patriots, rock. Patriots, true Patriots, rock. A lot of true Patriots know about Q. Don't really have to, but true Patriots around the world rock. Q rocks. I'm going to put that out there right now. Q rocks. The people who say it's a psyop don't understand. The only psyop that gets you to question everything, research yourself, and you know, basically wakes you up. Are the people who don't research right back to it all. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, I'm excited to see what you create. I'm excited to see what I create because I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I think it's going to have a lion in it. You know, the lion protecting the sheep. So yeah, it's funny. No, you can't eat money. So yeah, where we go one week ago. Like I said, it was a good chat they had, and I just came in on round about the Tesla thing. But I said, if you don't know about Tesla, go and research. So beautiful. Doesn't take much to be able to get the good people in. To get the good people in and to switch a switch, everything can be harmonised back to what it is. But it does take time, and it is worldwide. So obviously, big place, big realm we live on. Oh, thank you all, rock though. You all rocking this chat. Yeah, no, that Revolution Revisited, I would say Source loves everybody because we are from Source. So, yeah, and the whole story goes back to Source. Q brought me to Source. Q brought me to Source, which is me, myself, and I. So, yeah. Keep trucking, folks. Keep pulling up your frequency because a lot of people want to bring it down. A lot of things, if you're feeding into too much mainstream media, will bring you down. Just switch off to it. Go and do the things you love. Enjoy nature, get outside in the sun, which is where I'm about to go now. I'm chilling out because little Legs is back tomorrow off his holidays. And yeah, just get some popcorn in, that's all I can say. So yeah. Like I said, I put the film up of the light last night at something like 1:45 in the morning because I just can't get to sleep till 1 o'clock, but it was a bit later. Watch Don't Drink the Kool-Aid channel. He's got some great ones he's whapping out at the minute. It's great with his memes and everything. And I will see you. What day is it? I will see you very soon. I don't know when, but I will see you very soon. And it's like that thing I was singing. I can feel it in the air tonight. Before I go, just for the people who are new, I am going to read the Q poem out. We all came together by the letter Q, picked up the breadcrumbs, researched and knew what to do. The movement of truth from dark to light, we are all Q and we the people fight for our freedom, our families and our rights to live. In a world rid of evil, it's all for our kids. So we ride on the Q train with POTUS and R, so let's unite together and shout hurrah. The plan of the elites, sky is falling down, they never thought she'd lose, they are such clowns. So the rise of the people, like the rise of the sun, is light to the world to show us the way. Truth is here and it's here to stay. This time will be told for years to come. History we are making and we've all been a part of it. It's been so much fun. We've laughed, we've cried, we've wobbled at times, but we've stayed strong and we've stayed on the ride. The time is now where we go one, we go all. Patriots of the world, we win, they fall. Thank you, Q, POTUS and R. You set us free to be who we truly are, we the people. That's all it's about, setting us free to be who we truly are. He's not a saviour, he's a guiding light. We are the saviours. We are the ones we've been waiting for. Boom. So where we go one, we go all. Thank you. Yeah. And even Charlie does it. Hilarious. Where we go one, we go all, and I'll see you very soon. Dolly the poet and the artist, hurrah. I know. I was writing a song yesterday. It's over there somewhere. Can't remember the tune of it, but when I've done it, I'll try and sing it. Probably won't make bloody sense, but there you go. Yeah, design, sovereign and free. Exactly. Bye.